right, welcome everybody to Melty Blood LP Online number 15 on this Valentine's Day. It's me, JG here, your favorite Melty Blood player, or not really, it's probably Alps. And I'm here with the legend on the ones and twos.
Oh yeah, legend.
Best streamer on
Stop. I'm working on it.
We got young Datagram. What's going on?
Not much, just chilling.
How was your Valentine's Day?
I streamed all day.
Your Valentine is twitch.tv/Lunar Phase Live.
Exactly. Please partner
and all
me.
of our viewers. Yeah, shout outs to Spooky. I saw that raid earlier. Shout outs to Spooky in general.
Yep.
What a legend.
And also thank you for the sub, Spooky, as well.
Yeah, for sure. A big fan. Actually, I like a month or two ago, I played Spooky in Melty. Like, he was playing for fun for a little bit, and I was like, oh man, I need to play him. Because the only person I play is Busy, right? And Busy is an HV Scion player. And like, I learned CL from Czar, so it's like, all right, I want to give Spooky a flashback. I was hoping like maybe I rekindled some of that, but I remember I was playing a little sloppy. I played the craziest role that day. Was it a C roll? If you were playing a C roll player, because we got a couple of C roll players. Recently a C roll player, Kurodine, won like the big online tournament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like so hyped for him. Because like I was helping him throughout the tournament, like between matches we were like discussing like how do you beat J-Bell, how do you beat Alps, like, and I was like, bro, you're probably gonna lose, just have fun. And then he just kept winning, he just kept beating everyone, and I was just like, every time it's like, all right, now you're in winners finals or whatever, I'm like, don't worry about it, just have fun. And then he gets like grand finals. Like, I don't know.
All right, and maybe worry about it.
It was such a crazy run.
Okay. So taking a look at this bracket.
Wait. You say he probably played Tom Berry still plays randomly. J3, you see J3? Yeah, J3 is known as JJ as well. A lot of people from the French bread scene know him from Under Night and Birth, from being a top Line player, top Phonon player, one of the best players, and has been playing Melty quite a bit recently. I think plays a lot with like Jacob and those kinds of players. So if you're playing against Jacob, Jay Bellinger, you're probably gonna get good pretty quickly. And using his fighting game knowledge, like, he's really good at Under. He knows what it takes to be a top level player. So he's quickly have been showing like high level prowess in Melty Blood. So a relative newcomer to the Melty Blood scene, but people are definitely going to be in for a surprise when they see this H. Kohaku mech. Gonna probably be one of the favorites in this tournament, along with like Skeleton. I would say him and Skeleton are probably the two favorites right now.
Yep.
You never know. Nice. Skeleton might show us some memes too. Skeleton is funny because he's playing C Coma, but he's been
really
playing
Skeleton because I feel like he was known for like wild boy plays, but he's really sort of honed it in, refined it.
Yeah. You're right. It's like, it's not just refined. He's playing a lot more solid too. So like Homa is going to make crazy plays. Like, that's the nature of the character, right? He has like really high health. There's a lot of armor moves and stuff like that. But Skeleton has been really like working on his fundamentals. And so taking that like, dice rolling stuff, but mixing it in with good, solid fundamental play, it's been taking him to another level.
Yep,
he's been getting very strong.
I think you see a lot of times that's how you end up with some of the strongest players is, when they are wild and unpredictable, but then back that up with really solid fundamentals, like think of like Kazunoko.
Right, exactly. Or like someone like Alps. I feel like Alps is one of the most like unpredictable players. And it's like with a character like Nanya that's like relatively simple, but you have to like take risks too. So you can't just be like totally risk averse with certain characters in this game. And that definitely is a way to like make yourself a really well-rounded fighting game player. Because like for me personally, I'm like stuck in a very defensive playstyle. Like you know, by the books and all that. I don't know if that like limits me or not.
All right, so let's get our first match started. We've got Javi versus quinnifir.
Javi and quinnifir. We know Javi is from our scene, right? Like New York. I'm not like 100% familiar with quinnifir. I know I've heard the name. Let me get in on this IP though.
Yeah. Hopefully they were listening and waited to connect so you don't have to spend forever spectating.
Yeah. Let's just get back to Skeleton. He's also playing Neko Arc, which is, you know, people call it a meme. He's beating people with Neko Arc. And it's funny, when I first met Skeleton at offline, he was trying to play Neko Arc against me, and I was like, come on, bro, like, you're just wasting my time right now, all this stuff. Because he didn't know how to play.
Where is my
I was getting
music?
I remember I got tight at Skeleton, too. I was mad at him, and I remember he said he had a bad first impression of me, meeting me, that I was, like, mad intimidating. But I guess, like, over time, though, he finally learned the game, and he finally went back and learned how to play Neko Arc, and he's actually making it work. So, like, much respect to him for doing that. Anyway, yeah, we got Javi. Javi is going to be playing F Aoko, so I'm assuming Javi is our player on the right. And we'll have quinnifir on the left. It looks like we're going to see F Akiha, a character we're very familiar with in New York, with Young Fox, the legend.
Young Fox. The oldest among us. No, I'm just.
I mean, I think me and Fox are like pretty close in age.
Yeah, Fox has been around for what? I mean, it cracks me up. It always cracks me up seeing like the super old like TSP
Picture
photos and stuff.
He looks the same.
Yeah.
It's like 2009 Fox and 2021 Fox. It might as well be the same dude.
And young Giuna.
Oh yeah, Giuna was the original crazy Nania player. Just like straight up, just like DPing at the most craziest spots in neutral.
So I'm all synced up.
Yeah, I'm good too. We can tell him to play. How do you feel about this Akiha palette? I kind of like the purple.
It's an interesting choice. You know if the effects are still red?
Everything is still red. All her specials and stuff. I wonder if in the older versions it changed, because I remember Aoko's stuff changed in older version. Like all of her special moves would change colors. Like here, you see her orbs are a different color, but I think her rain and all the other lasers would change colors too.
Oh yeah, I see.
Alright, let's go. Let's see what we got here. We got Javi on Aoko, quinnifir trying to hold down this corner.
I'm keeping the positioning.
Trying to run some pressure, kind of like misplacing the pit, but gets him right back in the corner.
Yeah, that's twice now that Javi's tried to get out of the corner and then sort of messed up the mix-up and put himself right back in.
It seems like quinnifir is struggling a little bit with the corner pressure, not familiar with the spacing. Maybe the EX guards from Javi are throwing him off a little bit. Like trying to...
That's good, man.
Shout out to Rashiko. It's been a while. I remember getting bodied in last play too at LP. Remember what was that event again?
Lunar Bout?
Was it Lunar Bout?
Wait.
Yeah. We did like a bunch of SNK games. I got absolutely bodied by what's his name, Zantetsu. Oh my god. But yeah, where we got Javi getting on the board, throwing out that blue fire, pressing buttons. So we got we got some ribbons. The 2 and 4, they're kind of ended the pressure. See what we got in neutral. That's gonna hit. That might have been a misinput from quinnifir. Alright, Javi is just chilling right now. Just like I'm gonna throw tiger shots. But got kind of rushed down back to the corner. So the 2-2 doesn't really give that great advantage, so we reset back to neutral. Javi starting up some pressure, setting up blue fire. I wonder if that blue fire didn't look like legit. Didn't look that legit. I wonder if you could escape that.
That move, normally that shoots out projectiles, right? Or is that a moon specific thing?
No, there's 2 separate moves, right?
Okay.
So there's one that's a I forgot what the inputs are, but one of them shoots fireballs across the screen. The other one, the blue fire, is the one we generally use in the corner, where just like a bunch of like bubbles pop for them. Yeah. In neutral though, you can escape it. Like, you know how you're seeing what Javi's doing, right? He's shooting a fireball and then he's shooting the EX fireball where it shoots a bunch out. You can actually escape that in neutral. You don't have to hold that. You just have to like duck the shot, tiger shot, and then jump back, shield, and just get out. Like, you shouldn't give them free neutral skip. This ain't Under Night and Birth.
Dude, you think SG has some actually super messed up neutral skip?
Yo, it's like random special move chain shift. That's like Faoko. That's how people think Faoko is. We gotta do a little homework. So you don't let her just skip neutral like that.
Faoko's a super expressive character because she's, you know, kind of like a half zoner, has super good movement, ton of tools, right?
Yeah, with like F, people like play her pretty like rush down style, as opposed to the other moons where are more like zoning oriented. See, like right here, he's like, I don't care about neutral.
It's like if you want a character that can more or less do anything.
Yeah, and it's like a simple character pickup, so if you're new to the game, like, it's an easy character to learn real quick, and you can just start picking up W's within like a week. That would be it. quinnifir messed up the meaty. Just got punished. Yeah, good games. We'll see Javi moving on. quinnifir will be in our losers bracket. So I was talking to Datagram earlier, chat. What's gonna happen when we go back offline? Like, are we shaking hands?
Shaking okay. Well, shaking hands was already like, you know,
dude. Like, I go to work, right, and like, you know, I don't shake anyone's hand anyway.
Like, like Smash had already even like phased out handshaking for the fist bumps. Question is, are we even gonna fist bump, or are we gonna like elbow bump, or like shoe bump? Or what?
Why would anyone shake JG's hand? That's true. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so weird because like a lot of people, like, I want to see them and like probably I want to like give certain people like a hug,
yeah,
like not just a handshake, you know. But it's like, you know, like I don't know, man. Like, it's so weird. Like, even if we cure the coronavirus completely, like everything's just gonna be awkward for a while at least.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt so much if I get to see the homies but can't hug them.
Sad times, man, for gamers everywhere. I mean, for just humanity, period. But at least for now, we got some rolled back netcode here. I've been playing Grand Blue, and it's got delay netcode. That's a blow up.
Oh, indeed. The biggest thing that makes me sad about it is that it's so much harder to do combos with delay-based netcode. It's like,
yeah, it's hard to do a lot of things, like with punishing, anti-airs. It's hard to just play the game that you bought. Especially with like America, like if you try to play outside of your region, like good luck. At least with Melty, like you can kind of feel better about playing people from a little further away.
Yeah, and you're in control of how much input delay you have.
Right, we actually set everything.
And it doesn't change. And that's the big thing too, that it doesn't change either. So.
Oh man, you know what else is great about Melty? Like, I just press like 2 buttons. I click on the caster, I press 1 to host, I press 0, and then I press enter, and then I'm playing. Where if I want to play a modern game, I gotta open Steam, I gotta turn the game on, it's gotta connect to a server, I gotta hit the online mode, it's gotta do all this other stuff, it's gotta advertise DLC to me. And then like 7 minutes later, maybe I'll find someone to play. Like, that's pretty frustrating for me. Like, I got really used to how like easy and how comfortable Melty Blood is. Yeah, it looks like we have our next match ready. I don't know about you, but I'm good to go. It looks like we have Brûlée and Ennui.
Yep.
Now, forgive me, but both players are playing Ryogi. I don't know who's who.
Yeah, so I believe
Ennui
is left side.
C Ryogi, right? Yeah.
And how do I even describe these colors? All right.
Just do the hair.
Yeah,
blonde and brunette. Unless we got a color swap. Ennui is Ryogi. Yeah, I played Ennui recently, like a week or two ago. And I watched a little bit of Snail. I think I saw Ennui and Snail yesterday, the Snail tournament. Bit of an aggressive player. I wonder how that'll fare against Ryogi, who has really good defensive neutral. Like bigger buttons, more active buttons. In my opinion, I would probably put Ryogi as the winner here in matchup. Let's see what we got. We got mix up. It's a little too far for the 5G to hit, but gets a hit anyway. We got some Ganasian.
This is so cool to watch.
Yeah, look at Ryogi's health bar. Ryogi, one of the lower health characters, so everything hurts.
Yeah, but she does also hit like a... Oh no.
It looks like maybe the game froze or crashed or something.
Yeah, so it's the same for you as well.
Yeah, I'm just staring at Ryogi. And the other Ryogi's crouching indefinitely. Yo, shout out to Arthur. Yo, streaming is a blow up.
Yeah, I mean, well, we do what we can, but I mean, I can't control whether the game's gonna explode.
For Rashkel, if you're looking for the LP Discord, like I'm sure someone can link an invite link to Northeast French Bread and whatever.
In fact, I have I think I have a thing in Nightbot for it. Damn.
Blow up.
Maybe it's Discord.
Dude, yeah, the Zentetsu is so broken, bro. Like, come on, man. I was playing what's that dude? Mukuro, and he's supposed to be broken too, but that damage output was just ridiculous. Go watch that on YouTube if you want to see some broken games. And half the stuff in that game is banned too. There's like there's like infinite block strings, all kinds of messed up stuff. But it's still broken even when you ban all that stuff.
Alright, let's try that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in.
And they're on the same sides, same colors.
I'm just struggling to get in on this one. I'm getting bodied by Caster. I'm in trying. Alright, I'm finally getting in. They're putting a lot of delay and rollback. I'm seeing 2 delay, 3 rollback, so they might be very far from each other.
Interesting.
That could have been what caused the desync as well.
That's funny. Apparently they tested ahead of time as well, and it worked fine. But then
really?
in tournament they just desynced. But this net play is, as I like to say, networking is one letter away from not working.
Ah, quite a statement.
I didn't come up with that, by the way. I just got that from somewhere. But yeah, it's generally pretty true.
Someone probably got mad clout on Twitter for that post.
I think that phrase predates Twitter. But as far as the match goes, Ryogi is you mentioned before that she does not have that much health, but on the other hand, she does hit like a big girl.
To an extent, right? Well, like she hurts against herself usually. The thing is, like, it depends on the starter. Usually, like,
yeah,
if you get an anti-air starter or air-to-air starter, your damage output is generally low. You need, like, a solid, like, ground starter to get good damage. Or, like, a corner combo. Or, like, a big jump in, something like that.
Also has pretty big normals as well. Nothing crazy, but, like...
Yeah, that's why I personally feel like F is better in this matchup. Because C-Moon kind of likes to rush down, but F is like has really great, like the 5B is monstrous, jump B is monstrous. I'm not sure how Ryogi would play this. You kind of got to be like godlike. You got to know how to rush down for sure.
Right, linked up.
Yeah, I've been good actually.
Okay.
I really think Ryogi is probably the best Moon of the character. I wonder if anyone would debate that at this point. Seems like the most solid, most consistent, probably the best character for tournament play. Wow, we start off right away with the air throw. You see, like,
alright, gets out of the corner though. Oh!
Yeah, a bit of a gamble on that flip. We got a good blocks here. We're getting pushed all the way to the corner and gets hit by the unblockable. Techs out, press buttons, right back in the corner.
Currently in max mode.
Probably just gonna hold on to the max. Or just spend it. Because, like, you don't need to burst, really. You still have a... Oh, there's a big air dash. This is gonna do a lot. This actually might kill on Ryogi. Wow, it actually is gonna kill her.
Oh my god.
That was sad time. Poor girl. Poor girl. Is that the Rusha color? Rusha, the famous Japanese player, I believe plays that blonde hair color.
It's a good color.
Wow, blood heat right away. This is pretty
Also, both
like
matches or both rounds started with somebody immediately getting hit.
The blood heat is pretty ambitious, and now you're going back to 0 meter, which is gonna probably be in C Ryogi's favor. The C Moon generally is more better off with meter, but both players kind of don't have any right now. Let's see how this plays out. Kind of looking like a slugfest though.
Yeah, and I guess for those very new to Melty Blood, could also explain a little bit about the moon system. Basically, there are 3 moons, half, crescent, and full moon, and every character you can pick one of 3 moons, and they all have slightly different mechanics. So they play a bit different, and they also have different moves and frame data as well.
Right, different moves, different normals. They share like several things across the moons, but yeah, the moon system's different. Like C Moon is your very standard Melty Blood. Like if you played older Melty Bloods, that's the base of the game.
Yeah, C is like the most Melty Blood of the moons. And
right.
Then, F is like the more traditional fighter, I guess you could say, because you don't have reverse speeds. You just have better frame data.
Yeah, just plus normals, maybe some plus special moves, but generally rely on frame traps for pressure.
And H is like theoretically kind of the easy moon, quote, but it's really not that in practice.
It's actually not a good beginner mode in my opinion. It's like, I really don't think so.
Yeah, it has access to fewer mechanics.
Yeah, it's not just fewer mechanics, it's like, it's harder. Wow, a nice parry. Yeah, it's like you have to like manage your if you don't manage H Moon's meter with the majority of the H Moon characters, you're gonna be struggling for a long time.
Right.
So while you're learning the game, you're learning your character, you have to also worry about, oh no, it's my meter all the time, which can be really difficult for new players.
Yeah, basically for Half Moon, the meter only goes up to 200, and of course, like once you hit 200, you'll automatically go into max.
Right. Yeah, it's so much stuff going on in Melty, really. Like, to explain the mechanics in like a minute or two is like, it would be not doing it justice. Alright, so let's go. We got this tied up now. We have Brûlée. Is that what we're pronouncing that? Brûlée on the board. And you can see F Ryogi does better damage on just like regular confirms.
Putting in work right now in the corner. Ooh!
There's a Hipa. You saw F Ryogi's normals are very large, right? So
she can
you can meet from a distance. Yeah, meeting from a distance, and the wake up heat will just whiff completely.
Again with the immediate air throw.
Yeah, starting to catch on to some patterns and round starts.
I would potentially just not jump round start. It looks too dangerous. Everyone's getting hit immediately.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to avoid that, right? If someone's like inching up on you like that, and you know they're gonna try to air throw you, you can super jump forward immediately before it says fight, and you'll just swap sides with them, and they'll just be flying, air throwing nothing. That's something to think about. Wow, the second hit of the jump beat hits, that should have been it. That was a big drop. We got a mash.
Yeah, Counsel come back here.
Run it back. You get heat right now. Bring some of this life back.
Yeah, getting the red health back. That's one of the benefits of being in heat.
Big drop. That could have been the round. Another big. This is not going to be a kill. Do you see? You see Ryogi's counter hit damage very low. Even if that combo was completed. Oh no. gambling a little too hard. You didn't need to do that. You have 40 seconds left. You don't have to go for a flying air throw. Take your time, use your superior normals, make something happen. Like, you don't have to swing for the fences every time you're up at bat. You got to find the right pitch to swing at.
Yeah, that is a lot of multiplay, I think, in general, is just sort of using your movement and moving around and finding just the right spot to make your approach.
Right, just to make a good play in general. Like, there's a lot of time, like, it's a volatile game, so you might make something happen, but if you're not confident in it, maybe you shouldn't even deal with it. Dangerous tech there. They're just missing the punish, though. See, Brûlée is trying to get back in there. This is safe pressure. 5B opens up. You got Blood Heat. So, F-Rail game Blood Heat can do things like this. And look at that. Like, she actually becomes a grappler.
Oh my God, unblockables everywhere.
Right. She has actually a couple of unblockables. But yeah, when she's in Blood Heat, she becomes a grappler. Like, legit, her arc drive is like frame like nothing, pretty much. Like, I don't know the exact data, but if you're next to her and she activates it, it's a wrap. You can't do anything. Like, literally zero. You just have to have already been gone before she does it. So she's one of the few characters in Full Moon that like really utilize Blood Heat. Like, aside from like F-Hime off the top of my head, F-Hime is another one that needs to,
classic,
to annihilate your existence. But yeah,
that setup's so messed up. We'll see if we run into any Himes in this bracket that are gonna make use of it. But if you can just look up any match with Adelheid Stark and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, we've already gone through a lot of the bracket while we've done this. I'm looking at the bracket right now. A lot of people have already played it. We're already in winners quarters for a lot of these.
I'm sure Monta's running this bracket super efficient.
Monta is an absolute killer running brackets.
I'm gonna thank your TOs, everyone.
Yeah, it's such a thankless job, really. Like, putting on these events for people is, you know, it's a pretty big undertaking, and we do it for nothing. You know, we don't get nothing for this. It's all for the love, you know?
Yeah, we're mainly just trying not to be in the red. I got a tax document from Maturina. I was like, oh, word?
That's sick, though. Hey, I mean, at least that means you're getting something.
Well, no, so I think it's because for certain events we withdrew the money ourselves and then distributed it to the players.
Right. So
that means
that's
that we gets taxed as our income. Like, okay, well,
that's kind of crazy, actually.
But it's all good.
Hopefully it doesn't affect you, like, in a negative way.
It's like not that much money. All right, there are characters to select. We're getting next. We're getting DreamingOnDerse and Soara.
Struggling once again to get in. I've played both of these players recently too. Forgive me if I don't remember. I think Soara is a C-Arc player, I feel. I have this feeling. Derse, I played recently too. I legit forgot the character though.
Oh, they're on H-Arc right now.
H-Arc. Soara's F Aoko player. Oh, okay, yeah. I played against Aoko. Oh, I wonder who I was thinking of that was Arc. Oh, Derse plays C-Arc. So I mixed them up. Must have been what happened. H-Arc, that's unique. So, still a heavy rushdown character, similar to C-Arc. It just has a couple different special moves. H-Arc has teleports, air teleports. Doesn't have C-Arc's, what do you call those moves again? Man, I haven't played for like a week. I forgot everything.
That fast?
Yeah. I mean, H-Arc is still a beast to be reckoned with. It's a crazy rushdown character. Her 6 AAA series is insane.
All right, so let me know when you're synced up.
I'm good now.
All right, good. Let's go.
So we have Soara on the right, I believe. Yeah.
Yep, and
Yeah.
DreamingOnDerse on the left.
This is our second FAACC on the stream today. Let's see what
Popular
they got.
character.
Ooh, flying over the orb, landing behind. It was kind of weird. Kind of had like a little scramble there up close. We got Soara on top right now. What do you got? Didn't have meter to extend pressure. At 100 right now. Yeah, this is a pretty good setup. I like the orb setup with the fireballs.
I guess I'd say that compared to the rest of the cast, Arcade is a pretty straightforward character.
It looked like Soara there was baiting a DP, but not understanding that H-Arc doesn't have the same DP as C-Arc. It is not invul. Wow, that air throw is a little too crazy. Like, your life lead is huge. You can just chill out right now and throw fireballs.
Yep, put up the
orb
fortress.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. With that kind of a life lead, there's nothing to worry about. Don't need to take any huge risks. But yeah, H-Arc DP is not invul. So you don't have to like bait it as hard as you would for C-Arc. See what we got. H-Arc got a really cool corner combo. That like axe handle smash from the air, that is a unique move to H-Moon. Pretty cool. But it looks like Derse is struggling a little bit to break down this Alco fortress.
Yep, we can see exactly why the orbs are so powerful.
This game is bad. You saw that 2A anti-air? Oh man, that was insane.
I mean, that happens in every game. You just get the random. I mean, just in uni on Friday, we saw like kind of a dive kick get anti-aired with a sweep.
That's sick.
Definitely been anti-aired by sweeps in SG.
Melty is a whole different beast. Let's be real.
Melty hitboxes are out there.
Yeah, it's like a saying, you know, when people say Melty blood just happened. That happens all the time in this game. Yeah, we got good stuff from Soara game 1. And you know what else I noticed in that game? FAACC does mad damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So Arc has one of the highest health pools in the game. So seeing like 4.5k on her is pretty rare actually, so it's pretty sweet that FAACC can do that. Yeah, auto spark, that's a H-Moon thing.
Yeah, so that's exactly the sort of thing that we mean when we say it's like a quote easy move. So like it'll automatically burst for you if you get hit with full meter. But then on the flip side, that means you can get baited if somebody's looking for it.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to get into heat when you don't want it because you're gonna go to 0 meter no matter what. That's why it's like a beginner trap of a moon. Alright, so Derse getting on the board, pressing some buttons with Arc.
So I guess, yeah, so generally when people play H-Moon, it's not because they want something easy, it's usually because they specifically like the tools that their character has in that move. Like, you know, H-Ryogi is a classic example.
Definitely a classic example. The character looking really cool.
She's so goddamn cool. I definitely started playing her, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do knife loops.
Oh dude, I tell everyone to stay away from her. That's a girl that you think is cool, but then she be throwing your stuff out, your clothes out the window after a few months being with her. That air throw got blown up. Nice, we got buttons, but doesn't get the confirm. But see, right now is when heat is okay because
there's a chance. One more mix up.
Yeah, that's gonna be killed. Oh no, big drop. Oh no, looks like the life lead didn't need to go in, flying into that orb. Right now, you're giving Soara a chance to run this back, but the bad orb set didn't expect Derse to just come in from the sky like that. Oh, we got that Auburn, that hard bred 100% Auburn. So left, right, we got block. 2-2. Yeah, you should just wait a little. Like F-Moon Aoko, just let her push herself out and then just dip. It's like Derse is struggling a little bit with the HR combos.
I feel like feel like most of the time I see arcs struggle with combos. I guess particularly the arc, right?
Right. I mean, Arc in general, her combos are hard on. Wow, that was an incredible
but the reward on him is usually really big.
Right. So C Arc is the hardest, but H Arc's combos are, you know, people say they're easy, but easy, you know, they're still hard. To be real. All the Arc moves are hard. F Arc's is really hard too. Believe it or not, hers are arguably might be.
Ooh,
there, that could be it. You could have just did a really simple combo there.
Yeah, like, just jump BC, jump BC.
Yep. Yeah, because the health pool was very low. But it's okay. You want to practice the combos you practice, right? In the tournament setting.
Yeah, that is a big thing. Like, if
you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself either. Just go have fun. There's a blue fire, good blocks. No more meter to reset it again. Soara just going ham. Gotta be careful. Like, I see a lot of like jumping buttons and then landing and jumping again. Wow, the orb saving Derse there.
And health is a resource, and Derse does not have too much of it right now.
Yeah, the thing with H Arc doesn't have any like good ways to manage the half moon meter. Right. So H Arc kind of has to just play around that. You're gonna get heat at bad times. You just gotta deal with it.
Yeah, usually ideally your character would have some sort of metered move that they can do in neutral to assert their dominance and also shed some extra meter.
Yeah, but then there's characters like H Arc and H Len that don't even care about that. Like, they're so strong that they can just have bad meter management and get away with it.
Yep.
Here we got Auto Spark. Shield, the F Moon Classic. Shield into no shield counter. Yep, F Alpha does have a traditional DP.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was really silly looking. Like, Arc extended forward and her hitbox was missing for a little bit on those first couple buttons, but then it showed up. Got blown up by the orb. You gotta be careful when you're fighting Aoko in general. When she has orbs out like that and you're pressing buttons, you have to know it's gonna pop on top of you. So like, you can consider a couple of options, like, you know, block. Maybe you could try to bunker it or shield it, but that could be risky because you don't know when it's gonna pop exactly. Like, it has like a delay to it. But yeah, good stuff to our players.
Nice match. Up next, we're going to be seeing Whisk versus Moz.
In the chat saying C Arc was a lot more execution heavy. C Arc is definitely one of the hardest characters in the game for sure. And a lot of her combos they vary on different characters. You have to know how to change your timing for different spacings, different heights, etc., etc. But don't sleep on F Arc's F Arc's combos are hard too. She relies on a lot of like one frame links for her combos, which is not consistent at all. You actually see C Arc players be more consistent doing combos than F Arc players. But then again, you don't even see F Arc players that much anyway. F Arc is like a remnant of the PS2 era.
And a bit more on combos. One of the nice things about Melty Blood, if you're thinking about getting into it, is that there's kind of like a universal combo, more or less, right? Yeah. Like for most characters, you can kind of do some jump cancelable move into, you know, jump BC, air throw.
Yeah, it's kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like in that game, like most of the characters, you do a ground string into a launcher into an air combo.
Yep, or like Marvel 3 also has kind of like semi-universal stuff, and Dragon Ball
Marvel 3 is crazier. Well. I think Marvel 3 is crazier because their B&B's got like relaunches, OTGs.
Yeah. I just mean that like pretty much every character can do like LMHS, LMHS,
launcher. Yeah. So you asked for F-Hime. It looks like you're gonna get it. Let's.
Hell yeah.
From Young Moss. I remember we commentated Moss a few months ago when I had Scrot here with me on the last LP that we did. Moss's opponent is Whisk. Yep. Looking like F Seifuku. Very rare character.
Yeah, usually
I'm okay, by the way.
C, right? Yep.
Yeah, so C is usually the one you see. They're one of the most degenerate characters in the game. F Moon is a little different. But she still retains the insane ground speed. But she trades her degenerate special moves for these like onion rings. Sometimes you need onion rings, you know? So let's see how this matchup plays out. You know, on paper, you would definitely say Hime for sure. One of the best characters in fighting game history.
Definitely considered very top tier.
One of the weaknesses of Hime is her defense. She has one of the greatest DPs ever, but that's all she has. Also one of the best shield counters in history too. So is her defense bad? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It's just, you know, she has a slower jump startup, which can matter in Melty Blood because jumping out of the corner is one of the common ways to get out. Ooh, just barely clipping Hime there. We got EX ring. I think Moss could have geysered that EX ring. Moss right now probably wants to hit that,
but not anymore. Oh, the drop. Okay.
Watch out for the burst. Oh man, I would have. You gotta immediately air throw. If you never want to let people burst like that. When someone's airborne in Melty Blood, air throw them early. Don't even give them the opportunity to burst. Because air burst should be the worst thing you've ever done in your life. And Moss didn't need to do that either. It was like you can accept the losing one round. But if your opponent's not ready to blow it up, then hey, might as well do it. Wow, that's nice right there. Wow. Yo, Moss didn't even know that 2-4 was coming. It's just 2C just that good. Okay, let's go. C-Safe flying over the geyser.
Is it fair to say that that Hime is the Sentinel of the game?
I don't know, because I think Sentinel's more airborne character. Hime doesn't have to play airborne. Like F
right, because her ground game is super strong.
Yeah, like if you're not on the ground with Hime, you're losing so many of your best tools, right? Like Geyser, your normals. Your normals are absolutely insane. So she doesn't really need to be airborne that much. Maybe the other moons are a little more reliant on it, I think.
Yeah, plus if you get stuck in the air and fight like that, it's kind of awkward.
Wow, EX elbow. Is EX elbow safe? I don't remember. I feel like it shouldn't be.
Setting the plays. Let's hit low.
I'm gonna get hit right here. EX elbow again. Smacking on wake up. This is not gonna kill. Next mix up will though. Wake up 2-4.
Nobody's disrupting anything right now.
Of course not. Welcome to Melty Blood in America.
Mash5a.com.
We just pressing buttons out here. Yeah, you can meaty. Yeah, so if you do like a 5A meaty against the Hime, you should be able to shield and punish the elbow. Usually you would see Hime's just DP on wake up if they want to do like a reversal. I feel like Moss it needs to really like figure out the ground game a little better. Be more aware of the way your opponent's flying around. Because that first game, there was like a lot of geysers and spots where like FC was like at the top of the screen. Like ain't nobody down here. That's why you're getting jumped in on. You gotta leverage like Hime's normals. Like 5B is one of the best anti-airs in the game. Alright, let's go. What do we got in the corner? Yeah, so Whisk could have shielded that. Gets a hit anyway. Like the 2-4C is a multi-hit, so you gotta
it's been working out
to
really
block
well.
every hit. Yeah, you gotta block every hit of it. I believe all the hits of her 2-4C that EX move are all overheads. If you try to input like a bunker during it, you better input it quickly, otherwise you get hit crouching.
Yeah, that is something that varies a lot between games, like whether multi-hits, like whether they all hit overhead or if only the first one.
Right. If it's in Melty, you gotta assume that it's some crazy stuff. It ain't no standard fighting game thing.
Also, whether or not you'll auto-block if you just, like take your hand off the stick.
Right, or if it's like third strike, where you have to continuously block.
Alright, evened up on rounds once again.
Wow, what a 2C. You see, like, FC's like ground dash is actually one of the fastest in the game. You see Moss there putting out the anti-air a little too early, and pressing 2C, I feel like 5B would be better in that position. A flying opponent like that. 2C is generally more of a ground poke. Oh, here we go. What was that combo? I thought that was just going to be a command throw.
So, So that's set up, right? It's like you put a fireball out
weird.
on them and then
weird.
command grab them, right?
Yeah, but it was weird, right? Because it didn't do the grab. It didn't do the grab, and then he got a follow up after. Moss needs to chill a little bit. You see, like Moss was flying around, landed, and then mashed buttons on landing. Like, yo, you have to respect frame advantage. Like, if you're landing and someone's putting a button on you, you have to consider that like a meaty situation. You can't just be pressing buttons.
It's like Gundam. You gotta watch out when you're landing.
It really is. Like, you have to really consider like that.
I mean, especially when you're piloting a character like Hime.
Like, bro, if you get knocked down in a fighting game, right? What are your options? Like, you got backdash, you got shield, you got DP. It's the same situation when someone pins your landing like that in Melty. And it's a pretty unique concept because most fighting games you don't see that as much. But this game, because of how much air movement there is, people look to pin landings very often.
Mm-hmm. Were
the commentators making fun of me? No.
Tell
I have such a
JG
bad
to play
reputation.
MBON.
I have the worst reputation. People think I'm mean. Someone get Sean. Go look up that Combo Breaker book. There's a Combo Breaker sent out a pamphlet last year, like a book, and you see Shauna talking about how nice I was to him, how I helped him be part of the community and stuff, and how I encouraged him to play. Come on, man.
Oh, that's sweet.
It actually is pretty sweet.
I mean, really, anything JG says comes from a place of wanting to see everyone be the best that they can.
I mean, come on, let's not lie either. I've had some toxic moments. Do you remember that one LP? The one LP where Lord Knight was there, and I went on that crazy rant, and I just like tore the community down.
Oh my god. Anyway,
that was actually sick. Because after that, it kind of sparked the flame of the community, right? And everyone, that's when Cadenza started doing the current Codex project of finding all of the old Melty videos that got lost in time, re-uploaded all of them. That's when everyone started working on the wiki much harder, like getting content for everyone. So it ended up actually working out. It didn't end up like dividing us. It actually brought us together. So shout outs to me being toxic.
All right, real quick. Do you want to check in on the Melty Blood Matcherino?
Sure.
We have a crowdfund going for this tournament, which is already at...
let me see where we're at.
I think you're echoing a bit, JG.
Oh, okay. Let me... Am I okay?
No.
Maybe I should like reconnect or something.
Are you using headphones?
I never use headphones. I'm always like this, bro.
All right. Well, that's weird. I feel like usually it's not an issue.
Maybe
I'll try turning down your audio a bit. That should help. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Even $73 now. Thank you so much to Team Spooky. Spooky dropping the $40 plus the promo code for the bracket.
Shout out to Spooky.
You don't know, Spooky's definitely known throughout the multiplayer community. Definitely an old school player. If I remember correctly, that's really what Spooky started out streaming.
Shout outs to Ustream.
Yeah.
A lot of the
back
Ustream
before Twitch TV.
Dude, the Ustream VODs of Team Spooky are still up. So if you want to see like PS2 footage of Melty Blood, there's a lot on that channel still. I was watching a lot of it when I was trying to learn FCL.
That's godlike. But yeah, also thank you to that Clint, Max Wasserman, Tayo, and Wormadon for donating as well.
I see you, Wormadon.
Yeah, but we have a promo code that you can use to donate, to add money to the bracket for free to the pot. It's LPOEMB15. All you have to do is sign in with whatever social media account you want and hit that contribute button. You can drop that promo code, and while you're there, you can also spend some of your own money if you want, but you can also check out the marketplace or sponsor quests Sponsor requests are little social media actions you can do that'll also add to the pot. And there's also a store where if you want to buy an SNK shirt, you can do that, and that'll also add to the pot.
Yeah. Man, Maturino has been so good for the FGC this past year, especially last year.
It's really awesome.
So like a few weeks ago, Guilty Gear got like $5,000 through Maturino. Like a week or two ago. I couldn't believe it.
We'll make our own esports money.
I know, it's absolutely insane.
Alright, so
it's really a blessing for these players. Just like, you know, even if it's not, you know, whatever, man. It's not gonna like pay our rent or anything, but it's something nice. I mean, that Guilty Gear tournament might pay your rent, though.
Alright, so next on stream we're gonna have is that Zapoke?
Zapoke.
Okay.
I asked Zapoke. Zapoke got a Professor Oak avatar, right? So I was thinking, is this Zapoke? Is this Zapoke? And he was like, nah, it's Zapoke. I'm like, all right, man. I'm gonna call you Zapoke today, actually. You know what? You're Zapoke today, bro. I see that Professor Oak avatar. I'll call you whatever I want. Am I allowed to do that?
But yeah, where is that in this bracket? Sorry, I was checking the chat where they're dropping IP addresses. I should actually check out the lobby thing that Shiv is working on. I'll have to play around with it. And if everything works well, we could just start using that for tournaments, and my life would get suddenly much easier. Yeah, but this is winter semi, so we are actually in top 8 now.
That's insane. Yo, Manta is a beast. He's just running through this.
Yeah, winners bracket is a bit ahead of losers. It is catching up, but we're gonna be doing winter semis right now.
It looks like we have J3, aka JJ. Or Jamaican Jerry, as they call him in any French band. Like, what's the J and the J stand for? You know, people make those jokes about me too.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, his initials are all J.
Right, like a triple J,
including the middle name. So J3.
But you know how that is when you're on the internet. People come up with all kinds of silly names for you. Yeah, bro, that's the weirdest thing about being on the internet is that, like, you know how, like, we did offline events and, like, our faces are on camera and stuff? Like, everyone be memeing us now. Like, there's too many memes.
Definitely very familiar with that. Skullgirls community is don't let them get your photo.
Dude, if you've been at a local, your face is on an emote somewhere in some Discord server.
Alright, so
I'm good. We have JJ on the right with Kohaku and Mech, one of the most broken characters in fighting game history. And on the left is Zapoke playing H-Wara? I don't know about that. Come on, bro. You better go to C-Moon if you want to win.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually seen H-Wara. Usually you see people play C and F.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to play H in this matchup because H-Wara's strength is in like anti-airs and stuff like that. Whereas Kohaku Mech is not really going to jump at you that much. He's going to, you know, mostly be summoning Mecha Hisui to just do her bidding, you know? So if it was me, I would rather play C-Moon to have access to EX Shield, to escape Spike Ball pressure, and just C-Moon mechanics in general. You have, you know, heat at will, meter at will to get hard knockdowns. Like, H-Wara is going to be a struggle, man. Like, you better be godlike. If you're picking H-Wara right now, you better be godlike. If you're not godlike, I don't know, man. Don't sleep on JJ. JJ's going to bring the heat.
Well, you ready to find out?
I've been ready.
All right, let's get in there.
I foresee a lot of spike balls hitting people right now. If I was a betting man, I would expect it. Oh no, we got F-Wara. Last second F-Wara. This might throw JJ off. F-Wara is a crazy boy. And Smoke is gonna DP in neutral.
Character select mix-ups.
Yeah, so he got the Eno dash, if you're familiar with Guilty Gear. Instead of dashing forward, the dash is like a hover dash. Also similar to Morrigan.
Yep, exactly. Those are two classic examples.
The other thing that we just saw right there is FR shield counter. FR has a unique shield counter that is fully invincible. And there's a DP.
The other thing this character has is the meatball.
Dude, look at that mix-up. Thought he was gonna go high, you thought? No. Other side, but this time stayed in front and went low.
Alright, so
kind of crazy.
What is that static thing? What's going on there?
Haze? I don't know, man. Honestly, I really don't know what that haze be doing. Cause like it doesn't like hit you or anything. Like you would have to ask Brazilian players that actually play this character. No one in America really plays that Soara.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Bro. DPing in neutral. It'd be like that. Look at that. That's a DP. That's a DP. And you know what he just did? He staggered his DP into EX DP. Yo, memes. Yo, JJ, you gotta just block because. All right, listen to this. Listen to this. When FR DPs in neutral, he can delay and stagger his super after. So if you try to punish the DP on block, he fucking supers. So if you want to punish him, you have to block, wait, and then block the super that comes after. You know what that means, right? That means you might let them get away with DPing in neutral because you're respecting the EX that might come after. It's silly.
The classic 50-50. That's I've seen FR before. I've not seen FR like this.
No, because it's not a good choice, right?
Right.
You're betting it all that they're gonna either get hit by your stagger or not, right? It's still like risk reward in the opponent's favor. That's why like solid players don't use it. Not saying anything about my boy Zapoke, you know, but you know, this is actually weird as hell seeing JJ swap the H Scion. I've never seen H Scion from before. Yo, Scrot? Did he just hand the controller to Scrot? I just saw Operate Jump 9A, and I think I only know Scrot doing that. Are they both from Georgia, right? Collusion?
Without seeing the full routes, though, right? Oh, wait, this is H. Yeah.
But yo, Collusion, bro.
Okay,
look at
never
this.
mind. Oh, we got it.
Alright. Punish.
There we go.
Yo, alright. Yo, Scrot, where's Scrot right now? If Scrot's not logged in on Final Fantasy 14, I might have to make a call.
So we got the Tastas in the chat.
Dude, Zapoke is just doing random things right now, and JJ is upset because he just DP'd on Wake Up. He didn't need to. Zapoke is just going ham. Like, look at this. He did it again. He staggered it on whiff, on whiff, on whiff, bro. Is this neutral? Is this neutral? That's crazy. Yo, Kamone, you designed this video game? Look at this neutral. This is not neutral. Alright, punish him. He's not going to know where he's going to show up. Exactly. So he couldn't even punish it because he didn't know where he was going to end up. Oh man, JJ is just absolutely getting knowledge check right now. Because JJ never fought this character before, right? So he's like, what's happening? It's funny, every time JJ enters a tournament, he loses to some weird character you've never seen before, despite like being super good. But again, like part of being good at the game is knowing all the matchups.
Gotta do your homework.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Like, there's so many. Look at this. He's just memeing. This is an absolute meme. Bro, this is peak North American blood. This is mad American. Yo, my entire neutral is just mash DP.
A little sprinkling
That's
of
crazy.
Brazil in there too. Shout outs to Farofa.
Yo, Resita, is this how you teach people how to play, bro? I don't think so. You don't play like that. These dudes be out here. Bro, there was one time I was complaining about FR's DP and Zapoke was listening on the combo. And instead of being like, man, that sounds bad, he was scratching his chin like, I'm gonna just do this all day. And I'm gonna beat godlike players. Yo, so shout outs to Zapoke just hitting the meme button over and over again and just getting all the retweets on Twitter. Just FRDP, FRDP. I can't believe what we just saw. Am I alone here? Like, I think that was absolutely silly. If I was JJ right now, I would be laughing and also crying. Like what just happened?
Like, okay, I got some work to do.
So he's probably gonna ask me later, like, "Yo, what happened?" I'm gonna be like, "My bad, bro. I should have warned you, but I didn't know anyone was gonna play Aurora." That absolutely silly, but it was nice to see because it shows that there's something that, you know, you gotta lab all this stuff. Like, you gotta know how to fight this stuff because you can get gimmicked out in Melty Blood for sure. Let me find our Discord. That was winner semis.
Yep, and we're about
What do we got?
About to get our other winner semi match. It's gonna be Whisk versus Soara.
Alright, so these are both players we saw a little earlier, but now they have advanced in the bracket and shall face each other. Wait, was Whisk Faoko?
Wait.
I don't remember. It was against Moss. Who was Moss up against?
Oh, that was
FC Fuku.
Yeah, it's a safe Fuku. Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna have Faoko against FC Fuku. And this is a matchup you don't see every day.
Made me think for a moment that I had name swapped earlier or something. But yeah.
No, don't worry. I just forgot.
Yeah, Seifuku is
It's probably a terrible matchup for Seifuku, in my opinion. Because the onion rings do nothing in neutral against these fucking these tigers. Excuse me, I'm so bad.
It's 5 cents for the jar.
I already lost like a couple of times. Yeah, because like the Falco tiger shots should just never allow rings to be set up in neutral, even if you have like full screen. Unless you like jump really high, but then at that point it's like, who cares? Like Falco could just advance forward slightly, put out an orb, just keep throwing tiger shots. What are you gonna do? So I think FSei's way to win the matchup would probably be to utilize her speed. Maybe try to bait Falco into something, or just catch her off guard with a dash and low.
I haven't seen this one before. Okay, well there we go.
My caster's just been bugging out all day, actually.
A little weirdness for me just now. But yeah, we were talking about the moons earlier, but another thing about Melty Blood is that there are also different versions of the same characters, same people, I should say. So Akiha, Tono Akiha is actually three characters in this game.
Yeah.
So we have the short skirt Akiha. People typically just call Seifuku.
Schoolgirls.
Yeah,
Akiha.
she's in her school
Sailor
uniform, I guess. But he's a bit different than the other two versions. The regular Akiha is known for just being a really tanky character with that's pretty flexible, and then Vermilion Akiha is just the mosquito with incredible air movement.
Right, that's my girl.
I guess Seifuku is like somewhere in the middle, where her movement is quite good, but not like crazy.
I mean, I think Sisei is the best Akiha in the game.
Yeah, generally considered pretty high tier.
Yeah, but it looks like we're seeing H Seifuku being hovered, which is one of the worst characters in the game. It's like, what if you took C Seifuku and just like hit her with the like Nerf hammer?
All right, you're all synced?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Whoa, what's going on here? H Scion?
Regular Scion? Or V?
Nah, that's regular Scion.
Yeah.
That's the character we just saw from JJ. Let's see, we got some jump C's. Both playing pretty aggressively from the air. Alright, we got H Seifuku combos. Wow. Okay. You saw that 5A anti-air? And she kicked the floor and it anti-aired. Alright, what do you got? Left, right? Oh, he's a wake up command throw. But you know, you're going that like early heat, now you have 0 meter. So both players are gonna have 0 meter in a second. So now I guess there's no advantage to anyone. Try to shield, but Half Moon can't hold the shield, so it's easy to miss. Yep. So H Scion is big on resets. So instead of ending ground strings, it just go into resets. So oh, nice air to air. It's gonna take one more. Overhead whipping. Yay, that's the undernight and birth gunshot.
Yeah, don't jump it.
So for her resets, when you're on the ground getting comboed by her, a good way to escape layer 1 of her reset is to reduce the combo by mashing backdash. So like reduce with 4AB.
Wait.
So when she does, so when she tries to reset you, because the common reset is going to be either 2A or overhead, right? So you'll just backdash. Obviously they'll start reading that, but you know, that's the way to beat layer 1.
It actually never occurred to me that you could reduce with backdash. For those who don't know, reducing if you time button presses with your opponent's combo, you can actually reduce the amount of damage that you take. Is that right?
Right.
I got that right. Yeah.
But it's tough because you don't want to reduce on the ground because you can just get accidentally reset.
Yeah,
but against characters where their combos. But when a character's combos are like literally like grounded the most of the time, and then they're literally gonna reset you as well, like you're gonna have to try to find a way to reduce the damage and try to escape the reset. Oh, overhead getting mashed. Let's see some H-Say combos. We got drops. Wow, that was like an autocorrect DP. So we got that re-B 5A got DP'd. Man, that was such an ambitious air throw. Like you don't have to air throw the air tech every time. You just try to play for position.
And actually, yeah, DP'd and went into heat and got that health back.
Man, every time go over, there's no respect being shown. I just see DP.
They're really playing multi-blood right now.
Oh, misplaced the pillar.
The thing in particular about this game compared to some other anime fighters you might have played is that instant air dash is not as strong as some other games. There's actually quite a bit of delay before you can air dash after jumping.
Well, I mean, it depends, right? Like, air dash is still really good and hard to react to.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad, but like it's not as strong as in some other games.
Yeah, I mean, this game is generally supposed to be like a very passive-aggressive game, like preemptively putting out stuff to stop those kinds of approaches. Like something to stop, like people flying at you or doing IADs at you. And if you're on point, that shouldn't really come up too much where you're getting blown up randomly. Like your goal in this volatile game is to reduce the volatility. Nice safe jump. That was interesting to see how that safe jump.
Safe jumps are a great way to reduce volatility.
For the most part, but in this game, like if you're fighting against Sea Moon, safe jumps don't exist, which is kind of scary.
It's funny, I actually watched an interesting video the other day that was talking about the change in Street Fighter V, right, where they made DPs non-invulnerable, like the non-metered ones. And it actually made sense because it's so hard to safe jump in that game, it made meterless DPs really strong.
Because people were struggling to time like meaties and so. I mean, I don't know that much about the game, so I can't really talk about it like that.
But that was 2. So Soara is going to be moving along.
It looks like the Whisk was a little unfamiliar with how to fight against this H Scion stuff. It's got like mixed up a lot. Reset a couple times, and then that whip knockdown into that charge move was safe jumping. You didn't know what side it was on. Alright, looks like our next match is up to, we got Counsel versus Skeleton. So this one's going to be interesting. So Skeleton, we talked about earlier.
That means Skeletons and losers, right? Yep.
Yeah, Skeleton, one of the favorites. Skeleton lost the Whisk.
How did you get here?
Up the Whisk. So, and Counsel is one of the better newcomers, in my opinion. Like, still has a lot of work to do, but it's definitely been improving quite a bit. I think Skeleton's still favored here, but H-Len is such a problem that you don't know. You really don't know. H-Len is one of those characters that you just, like, most characters in the game just cannot anti-air her no matter what. And she has very strong pressure in the corner. So it's like a very volatile game when you're fighting her, because it's like so hard to get away from her or like to anti-air her, because the insane amount of priority her jump attacks have. Even if you try to like a really space well and air-to-air her, she has a really insane horizontal air-to-air button that just beats your air-to-air every time. And even if you try to space away from her, she has an air icicle that just catches you too. So HLN is considered one of the higher tier characters. And C Coma is generally not, right? Like a lot of people think he's like low tier. Some people say he's mid tier. He's okay, right? Like he has like 7,000 reversals. He's a Crescent Moon character, so access to heat as well, EX Shield. But I wonder how this matchup's gonna play. I think Skeleton is a pretty unique with Coma, right? Like if he whiffs something and he's landing and he sees Len falling on top of him, I think he'll mash 2-2A. He'll probably hit 2-2A, and 2-2A can anti-air. I wonder if it will work against H-Len. Because 2-2A is that one where he stomps the ground and whatever, but it also has like a high hitbox.
Yep, and I guess I mean, what would you say in general about Len?
Degenerate character for sure. It's like absolutely insane. Like when I fight against this character, I'm just like I have to just run away. It's crazy. You have to hope they make that. For me, in the matchups I play against her, I have to feel like the Len player has to make a mistake for me to get a hit. Like I have to go, generally with CL, I have to like dash under her and then like jump backwards, like behind her, and hope that she air dashes back into me. Otherwise I can't hit her. The character is way better than mine.
Right,
it's like, you know, you can try to throw keys, but man, her trajectory and movements, she can make your key hit. Crazy.
All right, so you synced up?
Yeah, I'm good. I would play F Kohaku against H-Len, to be honest. F Kohaku, I can kind of believe in that character. But Skeleton's got Coma and Neko. I wonder if he loses, he might go Neko for sure.
The counter pick?
Yeah. Oh, Neko might be able to zone Len out, honestly. Alright, he techs there. But oh man, he put his hurt box into the Neko though. So if she sets up the Neko like that, you can tech. But the thing is, if she doesn't Neko, she has like a pretty easy tech punish with 5D.
If you say Neko, we're talking about Neko Arc.
Literally, yeah.
He's that little like joke cartoon cat character that we have there.
Wow, you saw that? Counsel tried to mash out with 3C, but Skeleton was using Coma's Rekka that has armor. It has a hit of armor. So I just plowed through it. Like, nah, you can't mash against me, kid. Little girl, get out of here. Okay, so Counsel faked out Skeleton there. So when she does that twirly, she can do a follow-up that's an attack, but he did nothing. Wow, Skeleton with the meme, yo, just rage tech into command throw, EX command throw. Crazy. That's a very disrespectful play. But Coma players are disrespectful. It is what it is. It's the nature of the character.
Yeah, big burly grappler, man.
Yep, not respecting it again.
No time for respect.
Yeah, because look, Counsel has to show that you can tech punish. If you can't show that you can punish the tech, why shouldn't I tech, right? And there is a stagger again. All Counsel pressing buttons in between the stagger. So that like 5B, like you hold it and it kind of staggers a little. You can shield in between the two hits, but you can't mash. So, okay, Skeleton cornered himself, but okay, it's getting some pressure. You notice every time Skeleton's falling from the air, Counsel's trying to do the catwalk. If you notice, Len is turning into a little cat.
Yeah, I was going to bring attention to that too. This character literally just turns into a cat when she crouches.
Right, so trying to make these jump-ins miss. Let's see, yeah, it's good to bunker when you have heat. I mean, why not? Man, he's letting Skeleton get away with a lot of these ground techs. Like that ground tech after that auto spark, that's really dangerous. The Counsel's got to get on that, got to punish. A really bad spot right now. Yeah, you can't just gamble. You can't gamble like that.
Also,
I've noticed Counsel does that a lot.
That's not frame 1, right? Because he has to like TK it or something?
Well, yeah, but he had a frame advantage anyway, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I was talking about the previous one where he did it on Wake Up.
Nah, yeah, you gotta TK it, so it's like a weird way to... I don't understand how it works, honestly. Because it shouldn't work, right? Like, you
but like
be able
people
to
still
do
get hit. But yeah, no, it sounds like Kakumen has the same thing in Blaze Blue. where he has like an Aaron Ball move that he can just do if you TK and hope they don't meaty you.
Yeah, but it's so weird because Coma has like the slowest wake up in the game, right? Like one of the slowest wake ups, so it should be easier to meaty him in theory. So I'm like kind of confused about how that works. Yeah, I gotta. There it is. Counsel getting in, but Skeleton just immediately bursts. Like I don't want to deal with it. Just hold this corner pressure now.
Yeah, Len J2C, right? Legendary button.
It's one of the legendary ones, man. But Jump B is also legendary. The one where she puts her foot out forward. That one's mad underrated. All right, this time Skeleton not teching, but
no real Oki there.
Yeah, got the heat, got some health back. Not all of it, but enough. Shield missing. This could be Counsel's round right now. Can afford to be aggressive too. Oh, it's dangerous to be in the air when you're at H auto spark. But survived. There's not that much time left. Counsel just has to survive.
Oh my god.
Oh man, Counsel, that was the worst tech. Dude, Counsel, just don't tech. Like, Skeleton could have stole that round right there because of that ground tech. That's some like crazy risk.
Right.
I mean, it worked out, but I mean, I would be really wary of doing things like that in the future. Like, you don't want to give people hope. Try to catwalk, but walking into these buttons. Nope, backdashing. Skeleton tried to backdash OS too, it didn't work out.
Counsel out of there.
Let's see what happens here. No tech this time.
Meaties with a mid. It didn't actually look that meaty though.
Let's see what we got this time. It looks like Counsel's not going for Neko anymore. Kind of afraid that Skeleton.
Taking the life lead. Nice overheads.
Wow, this neutral looking kind of crazy.
Yeah, this Counsel you probably want to just try to slow things down right now so you can make the most of the life lead.
Not getting good punishes. If you just punished these ground techs, you would have won the game 3 times already. Wow, did Coma EX shield 5A whiff? Alright, he's gonna do something on wake up. You gotta be careful. Oh, he does nothing. Skeleton choosing to block. Wow, he teched, bro. This time he doesn't burst. It doesn't tech the burst. So we got Neko. Neko jumps out, but gets tagged by 5A into air throw, or jump A into air throw. All right, Counsel.
Yeah, that's 1-1.
You gotta still be careful, man. Letting Skeleton get away with a lot of these ground techs. Skeleton sticking with Coma. I was thinking he would swap the Neko, like legit. He probably forgot he played Neko. Look at his damage. So Len is a lower health character. It's actually weird because the white Len has more health. It's not like equal across the 2 different Lens. Mix up. Gets command thrown. That's not frame 1 actually, and doesn't look like Counsel committed to a button. You could actually hold up on the flash. Like if you see the flash, you hold up. Oof, that icicle just missing. Still gets a hit.
Yeah.
Can go to the corner safely. Skeleton closing the gap. Whoa, their buttons are being pressed. There we go. Counsel punished the ground tech this time. Oh, didn't punish that one though. Come on, man. You have to do that if you're a Len player. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Is it gonna kill? I don't know. Alright, no James Chen, no kill. Wow, that I don't even know if he meant to bait that heave, but it ended up the normals just it looked like she was pretty close to him too, man. This Coma's heat box that small.
A couple of hits with no confirms.
So Counsel going ham though. Skeleton's in a bad spot. Dude, oh, it just keeps missing these punishers. Alright, but Counsel's gonna have auto spark in play right now. And immediately just presses buttons. Try to jump out actually. Alright, good. Baits the shield. Alright, 2-2.
Baited. But it didn't matter.
Yeah, maybe it looked like Counsel might have tried to land and throw, but didn't have enough frames for it. Wow, what a mash. 5C.
That was sick.
Yeah,
oh my
breaks
god.
the guard. Last chance. Either player will die next hit. Air throw. Yo, the Skeleton classic. Skeleton loves reading your movement. So he kind of saw that Counsel was like, you know, every time he's landing, he's going back to the air. He's going back to the air. Now, you're not really seeing much of a ground game. So he saw, yo, you're going to jump again. I know it. I know what you're doing. I see your pattern. I'm going to toss you.
Yep, and I feel like the Skeleton that we used to see would, you know, rely on those reads a bit too much.
Yes,
but
yeah, he would go for it a lot, but now it's more, that was a way more calculated air throw.
Yep.
It's based on the player habit, you know, it's not based on just a random crazy read.
Yeah, it's like it's when you're a player that's like read based and you can back that up with really strong like solid play, then like when the time is right, you will pull out those reads.
Yeah, that's like Alps. I always go back to that because Alps is kind of crazy, but Alps is also a genius. So
Alps,
like that's like the perfect blend.
Alps can also detect 2 frames of input lag. I just remember the first time I tried to bring out the Melty box at a tournament, and Alps was like, "Yeah, it feels like about 2 frames," and like I measured it later, and that's exactly what it was.
No way.
No, like actually
feel literal 2 frame.
I mean, noticing it is like
you can feel it different, right?
Yeah,
like,
noticing 1 frame is hard. Noticing 2 is not that hard. But the fact that he was like spot on with it is funny. That's a man who net plays a lot.
He be gaming. All right, so what we got? We got Lem. Who's playing Lem?
This is Lem versus DreamingOnDerse.
We got Derse is back. So this is our first time seeing Lem today. Lem is also from New York. One of our boys. Lem was known for trying to make a Chianta scene, that like poverty game, that MS Paint looking game.
That's the Counsel. That game's crazy.
But I mean, been playing FRO for a bit. I think Lem could probably learn more like mix-ups, more pressure with Roa to really like maximize it further. Because I remember when I was playing a few years ago, like I remember Belresa was mixing me up with FRO, like crazy mix-ups. Like there's mad layers to FRO's mix, and I feel like people aren't showing that, and I would like to see more of it. But you already know, Lem is going to be trying to get to the top of the screen and press that charge jump C, that FRO button. One of the most degenerate normals in the game. But, you know, HR's going to have a similar game plan. You're going to see some flying jump Cs from both characters. Like, I wonder how much fundamental play are we going to see, and how much we're going to fly at each other and press jump C, and whoever gets hit first is going to win.
For those who may have seen or heard of Zero, how is this character different?
FRO is completely different. He's I think he's a way more fundamentally based character. Like he has a lightning special move that is like a vertical lightning strike, and it's really good at controlling mid-screen spacing. Like kind of similar to like FCL like flicker spacing. But he still has like degenerate air normal, so he can rush down. His ground dash is still incredible. His air dash is one of the fastest in the game. So he still has these roll of things about him that are very like quick and dangerous. And he can combine that with like pretty good knockdown pressure. Has this like command dash move that do little left right stuff. He can set up like Sandaries, left rights, high lows, etc. It's a pretty good character, good corner carry, etc. Like pretty strong. HR's probably like, they're both probably like similar tier.
For those who don't know, Sandori means, what is it? It's like 3-way, right?
Sandori is when you jump over them, and then you jump over them again the other way, and then air dash back.
Oh, is it actually referring to that specific setup? I always assumed it was just referring to the fact that it's a 3-way mix-up.
Nah, the Sandori is the specific setup, right? Like if, like say like Colmo does his command throw, and he'll hop over you again, and air dash back to that side. Because it's part of the layer of the mix-up. The Sandori is the one option. It's the most messed up option to read, right? Because the other ones are simpler, right? Like you jump over, you air dash back, press a button. or you jump over, go low. This one, you jump over again, and air dash back. Like your brain like swirls around while you're looking at it, and you're like, how do I block? It's very common with Satsuki as well. So like Satsuki, Koma. You can do it with Aphroa too.
Also,
and, a lot of characters can. You just need like specific setups. I'm good, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. So, Durst on the left side, Lem on the right.
There's actually lore behind Sandori. Like, it was like, I forgot the lore of it though. You gotta ask like some like super nerd. Go ask in the Melty Discord. See Lem trying to use the command dash to like reset his pressure. It's a little risky to do that, but you never know. It looks kind of like his other move. He has this swipe move with 236 that kind of looks like his command dash, so you can try to use that to gain respect.
And we're already seeing Lem try to whip out the jump C.
Yeah, Lem just loves pressing the generate air buttons. Alright, but Durst is in there. It has the auto spark to back him be aggressive. But now it's run out, so it can be dangerous. Remember, H-Arc doesn't have like good reversals. So having no meter, that means you don't have H-move bunker, you don't have anything. You just gotta hold all of this.
Oh my god. The air
and here we go. So jump C versus jump C. Finally, Durst getting in. Oh wow, the dash under. Just making that giant jump C whip. Oh my god, this is Jared. Yo, Melty Blood is silly. Melty Blood is silly. In this game, it's like there's not many like anti-airs, right? So you have to really utilize your movement to make these moves miss and try to take your turn. Let's go. We got Durst all up in there. Buttons. Shoutouts to Shinobi, our favorite H-Arc player. Maybe Durst can reach that level too one day. You know, shout out to the Climax of Night too. I heard that they're working on some people. This might be a kill right here, actually. Yep. So you see that? That's EX move that Aphroa has. It does mad corner carry, and it can lead to either a high damage kill combo or sweep into Oki, like set play stuff. Pretty good. But yeah, I heard through the grapevine that Shinobi's working on getting some new shirt designs out, so I'm pretty curious. We need more like Melty merch or other like French bread stuff. But hopefully soon. I heard something about March.
That's definitely one of the nicest things about Comics of Night is just having all the French bread shirts come out of it.
Dude,
filling out the wardrobe.
I always say it, but like, dude, that Perfect Dark t-shirt that they made is like my favorite shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The one with Eltnum just doing the pose from the Japanese Perfect Dark cover. Like, come on, man.
That's kind of looked like lightning, right?
Oh man. So that's the thing I talk about a lot is when you're a Half Moon player and you're in heat. In my opinion, it's better to stay on the ground and be aggressive from the ground.
Because if you get hit in the air, that could happen.
Because if you get hit on the ground and you spark, it's not punishable in any way. Like, they can't punish you. There's no throw, there's no shield, there's no, I'm gonna make it whiff and kill you. Like, even if it misses, you're completely safe. But if you spark in the air, your opponent can air throw you. So I always like try to recommend people that, you know, you can stay on the ground and be aggressive, but don't jump too much, because bad things can happen. And I think with Arc too, like Arc has one of the best H-Moon 6 AAA, so you can be really aggressive running forward with it.
And that's 2. Where's my music?
Yeah, Lem just pressed a bunch of buttons. I feel like Durst just needs more experience with the game. Lem just kind of like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, this game has a ton of matchups.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's really hard. It's not easy to pick up, and there's too much to learn. Like, just getting like a good footing in this game takes a lot of time.
You know, on the flip side, you can look at it the other way. There's so much to learn. There's always more.
Yeah, and that's why it's a good game. I think that's why it has a lot of longevity, is because you're never done. you're never done. You're never gonna maximize your character either. Like, there's always more to do. For the most part, right? And like, there's still new tech being found for this game, believe it or not. Like, there's some characters that like they found all the tech, right? Like MBAACC, everyone. There's like all the tech is found. But like, say like FCL, we were still finding new stuff for FCL in 2020. You know. We found that corner carry combo. And other people finding a lot of stuff for a lot of different characters. So it's not like a solved game. I also agree that we should add bets.
Yeah,
points.
I've been meaning to look into it. I want to ideally automate it. I'm not trying to
20K right now. I got
make
20
more work for myself.
I'm trying to put 20K on Counsel right now.
The channel owner has infinite points. I wonder if does that mean you can just bet whatever you want. Anyway, got our IP up. Next match is going to be Whisk versus Skeleton, and that's our losers quarters.
Where's my caster? Young Whisk. We're seeing a lot of Whisk today, huh? This is a player I've never seen before today. It's nice to see new faces.
Definitely.
Skeleton, pick Neko. Pick Neko. Oh, you're going Nania. So Nania was the character Skeleton first played besides NekoArc. Like I said, man, like I met Skeleton and he showed up, sat down next to me and picked NekoArc Chaos and didn't know how to play the damn game.
Wasn't really started with NekoArc. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, like, you know, I was kind of mean to him. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, it worked out. I think we're cool now. I don't think Skeleton hates me.
I'm having a hard time connecting right now.
I'm good. I'm in. He's actually hovering NekoArc Chaos right now. Yeah, it looks like Whisk is going back to FC. We saw Whisk play, what was it, H-Scion earlier? Whisk is worried. I see in the Discord writing, I'm gonna die to H-Knack. So the thing with NekoArc Chaos that people like struggle against is that they don't realize that the way to win is by doing nothing. Like literally doing nothing. There's a reason why a lot of old heads always say like I don't like fighting Nekos, and it's not because the character is just a complete joke, but it's because the way to beat the character is very boring. Like you should just sit there and do nothing. And then eventually you're just gonna kill them because they have to come near you eventually. Like what are they gonna do? Like shoot lasers at you forever? It doesn't even do any chip damage like that.
Yeah, there's
or just pick FCL,
NekoArc
bro.
and NekoArc Chaos, who are joke character versions of Arcade and Nero.
Pick FCL against NekoArc, and then you just mash charge 5C and you just clash like everything. Don't even think. But yo, you can't sleep on a joke character, right? Like that's like saying like if you play Street Fighter 4 and you didn't learn how to fight against Dan,
right,
you're gonna lose to Dan. Like Dan will kill you. It's the same thing here. A lot of people think because it's a joke character, I don't need to lab it, and then Skeleton shows up like, yo, what's up? And just bodies you with H-Knack, and then you feel sad.
Like I ran into Chibi Moon in a Sailor Moon tournament. It's like, what is this character even doing? What is going on?
Right, I mean, you know, like stuff like that exists, so you have to respect every character in the game and learn how to fight every character if you're like really about it. If you're about that life, you're trying to be legit, you gotta learn.
Synced now, so.
Yeah, I'm good. All 93 characters. Imagine like if you got a Melty notebook and you got 93 matchup charts. Alright, let's go. He's going with the H-Knack. This is like one of the worst characters in the game for sure, and it's like Half Moon version, which is, you know, arguably worse. I think C Moon might be. I forgot which one's the worst. They're all terrible. Mostly you're gonna see eye lasers from the sky. That's like his favorite move because it's pretty low committal. And it's hard to punish because he can still move after doing the eye lasers. Neko Arc also, this moon has like this weird tech track in the corner, so if Skeleton gets a combo in the corner, you're gonna see like ground bounces where you could tech, but it's kind of, well, you might see it right now. Yep. You see how it's invalid and it's still comboed? That means Whisk could have tech.
Knowledge checks.
Yeah, like the thing is you can tech, but he can punish the tech actually, so it's kind of hard to like tell sometimes. It's like kind of legit. Yeah, but so look at that. Like Neko Arc Chaos also dies immediately. One of the worst health pools in the game. You see this dude out here burning Akihiko with a cigarette. That's messed up. She's in high school. Nice. Yo, he avoided the ring with that. That was kind of sick. He's doing it again. Like, yo, I am not dealing with your ring. But then he just gets jumped in on for his troubles. Jumps away from the throw. Laser beams. That does no damage, yo. 800 damage? Come on, man. That's less than a throw. Nice air-to-air from Skeleton, though. There's the auto spark. Punishes the ground tech. Guys, you really don't want to... You don't want a ground tech after people like burst on you. It's too easy to punish. You gotta really weigh the risk reward of making that decision.
Oh yeah, the Neko Arc expression?
Yeah, Neko Arc snuffing you with the Sig. That's like street fight. I think the dudes in New Jersey be doing that. Is that where Kamone learned that? Alright, here it is again. There, choose the tech, but you see Skeleton was ready and punishes the tech. The thing with the tech punish, wow, that was a very ambitious trick. I guess it was fine because it was during EX move, but I don't know. Yeah, like I was saying, that tech punish, Skeleton has to read which way you're going to tech. There's no like, it's not like Aoko that she can auto punish all 3 techs. He has to guess whether you're going to be forward, back, or neutral. Yeah, wake up bunker, not trying to pressure. Wow. So Whisk tried to air tech into button. Skeleton was right on top of that. Now he's shooting out some birds out the mouth, some narrow arm.
I forget that he still has 4C.
Yo, that a golden air throw? My game kind of like stuttered. To finish it off, that was yeah, that was a golden air throw. Wow. Quite an answer. He's showing us some Guilty Gear stuff too. Yeah, shoutouts to Neko Arc players around the world. We know Kanyon, I think that's his name. I don't know how to say it. Kanyon. He was like an old school Neko Arc player, Neko Arc Chaos player. Still around. Shoutouts to Tonberry, legendary memer with Neko Arc. Beat all of North America with Neko Arc on the internet. Yeah, Kanyon was actually at Climax of Night last time. Really cool guy. Fun to talk to. I also heard that he used to talk mad trash on the internet. So he used to talk a lot of trash on the internet because he was like beating people with Neko Arc. Like the days before Caster existed.
Oh my god.
I've heard some stories, man. Like people wanted to money match him at Evo because they were like, "Yo, this guy talks so much trash about Neko. I'm gonna study this matchup and destroy him."
It takes out of the corner. Speaking of ducking out of the corner.
You see Skeleton loves beam into another beam, but he's also using fundamentals, right? Because the thing that's killing Whisk right now is these air techs. These like really, look at that. Every time Whisk air techs, he's either getting air counter hit or air thrown. Every time.
And I see what you mean about just not doing anything. Being better in some situations.
Well, yeah, if you're very active,
that's just very active of the character.
If you're very active against a character, you're just gonna like run into beams all day. Like you can just play around it and take your time. Like it's all like tickle damage, right? But if you're very aggressive, all that tickle damage adds up, and then all of a sudden your life bar is gone. So shouts to Skeleton. I mean, we got to talk about cats for a little bit. Something we don't get to do very often. But you know the other Neko character is actually kind of nuts. Like see Neko Arc, the one that's actually like Neko Arc or whatever. That character is actually good. Like I've seen Goichi lose to that character. Like that's real.
All right, so we're gonna have, I believe, our last losers quarters match. So it's gonna be J3 versus Lem. I'll put us at top 4.
It's funny. Whisk in Discord wrote HNAC FC unwinnable matchup. I don't know. I think you gotta like up your fundamentals first. Shout out to Skeleton showing people that like, yo, you're gonna get knowledge checked. You gotta do your homework. This next one should be interesting, man, because like I don't know, JJ is really good, but Lem got that jump C, and JJ better be ready with like jump back B with Kohaku. You better have that ready to hit that normal. You gotta hit it early, because if you let Roa charge the jump C completely, you are not hitting him. You are not hitting him. I don't care how big your broom is. His hitbox is going to annihilate you. So you have to have your button out early and quick. And, you can't also forget Efroa has decent defensive options. He has a DP that causes a hard knockdown. Pretty fucking legit. And another 5 cents to data. I got you later. So yeah, we got Lem on the left, J3 on the right.
Oh, whoops, that was muted. What was I? Oh yeah, I was just saying it. Yeah, DPs that lead into hard knockdowns are good. Shout outs to Second Impact Sean.
Second Impact Sean, yeah.
Alright.
Poor guy.
So I'm synced. I assume you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, I would think this matchup is 100% in H. Kohaku Mech's favor. Like, the mid-range dominance of Efroa is pretty pointless in this matchup when you have Kohaku Mech summons. Like, Spike Ball is too good. All the other Mekisui assists are too good, man. She has Flicker, she has Laser Beam, she has Jetpacks. Anything you want, she got everything. She's like a Swiss Army knife. Let's see, JJ about to put out Spike Ball. You just gotta respect it. You start some pressure. There's Mecha Hisui Laser. Man, Kamune was on one when he made this character. Alright, 236A. That roll move is, I believe, 0 on block. But,
oh, okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah, but you saw how the way it's spaced, it made Kohaku whiff, and he was able to hit her anyway. You gotta be careful. Afro does have some plus normals. Like, I believe his like 2B is plus, something like that. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was talking about before. Don't let him fully charge. Have the jump back B out early, and you should be okay. See what kind of pressure JJ's gonna run. He's gonna dump that meter for more plus frames.
Right,
nice little basic
happening. Gotta change the meter.
There's Spike Ball. Right into overhead, you're dead. Oh no, he drops it, but still has corner pressure. Really big advantage. Yep, basic frame trap into Mekisui Laser. Yeah, Jumpy's putting in work. Just waiting for the landing. Good block from Lem. There it is, a pretty aggressive play. Oh no! Spike Ball.
Good old Spike Ball. Oh my god.
Here's another chance to do the loops. He's got these loops, man. Look at that damage. That's 5,000 damage. Oh, there's Jesus Christ. That's a reversal. Like, Rowan got a couple different reversals. The Jesus Christ one isn't the greatest one. Like, it's not very fast, so it's easy to bait.
Right.
But it's air unblockable, so it's good if you're one above you. And, like, you can't really shield it either. It's one of those, like, impossible to shield. Like, almost impossible. JJ a little shook there. He thought the jump C was coming, got the shield baited. Now just gotta hold his corner pressure. Lem choosing not to spend the meter there. I think he might have wanted to. Could get like better knockdown. Alright, JJ's in a pretty strong spot here. Probably can. Oh, auto spark. Yeah, he tried to press that 5. Oof. The action's coming out as fast and furious now. These are Lem ain't gonna let you live, man. He's gonna be all up in your face pressing buttons all day. Yeah, got the IH, got some health back, but Kohaku mech. Alright, let's go with JJ. What do you got? Look at these loops. Look at Mecha Hisu. Oh, and he did. That's actually dirt. Because what he did there was he cut his combo short.
Yep.
And just put out a spike ball. And usually people are pressing buttons to reduce the combo, right? So they get an air tech, and then there's an air unblockable spike ball in my face while I'm air teching. That's really dangerous. That's an interesting reset.
Nice delay on 2A.
Look at this damage, man. That's crazy. And there's the jump C. But Lem not ready to throw that. Lem is okay with these gambles, just going for these DPs. Look at that, wake up 2A. That should be it. Yeah, JJ is like, I've seen enough of you wake up DP mashers in my lifetime. I'm gonna bait those. This character is actually kind of broke. Like probably arguably the strongest Half Moon character in the game. It's like the neutral is absolutely insane. Insane damage from like baby combos. Incredible pressure that's like very hard to get out of. There's a command throw. Like, why she got a command throw? Just remember that interview Shinobi did with Kamone, and they said, oh, yeah, man, we only had a week to balance each character. So, you know, things happen.
And that brings us into top 4. We're going to have winners finals coming up soon. It's going to be Zapoke versus Soara.
You telling me Zapoke got the winner finals mashing F-War DP? Is that what happened? So our two favorites in this tournament, Skeleton and JJ, were both in losers bracket, huh? So they will probably meet somewhere in losers, it looks like.
Yeah. On the subject of losers bracket, yep, it's going to be J3 versus Skeleton. That's going to be coming up after that. So winners finals is going to be best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's like H Kohaku Mech probably wasn't developed very early. It's kind of like how C-Roa existed, right? And people didn't know how broken he was. It took like a couple of years before people realized, oh, wait, this is an absolute problem. So not everything happens right away. And there's a different era in fighting games too. Like Current Code came out like 10 years ago at this point. There's a completely different era in terms of like passing on information and all that. And people were still playing this game like if this was an esports title, man, I think everyone would be playing C-Roa, F-Hime, and like nothing else. Like you get like Kazunoko and all those like top dudes to play this game. I don't think they're playing no mid-tier characters ever. It's just straight up top tiers all day. Kohaku, Roa, Hime, Arc, like there'll probably be like 7 characters, kind of like Marvel 2, like how there's like 10 viable characters. Alright, I'm in and I'm good.
Alright. Oh, what? Okay, this is trolling around.
Yeah, it looks like Zapoke is a memer. You see what he's doing right now on character select? He's gonna random select a moon.
Also, it's funny, they're messing around and pick each other's characters.
Alright, let's go. So we got Zapoke on the right, F-Wara against F-Aoko. Soara. Running right into that laser. That was a counter hit. Didn't get it confirmed. Gets hit by the random DP and then DP's right back. No, this is silly. Yeah, get punished. Thank you, Soara. Kill this man. Alright, one more mix. Toss. Yep, and why are you tacking against Aoko? Those are easy tech punishes for Aoko.
That was fast.
Yeah, I can probably still... Oh, wow, that DP is actually a DP, and it goes forward. It went right through those tiger shots.
Yeah, this character's something else.
Yo, footsies? What are footsies? What is neutral? I'll just DP. And then I'll stagger next DP when you try to punish my DP. But now if you notice, Soara doesn't have meter, so that's a legitimate punish. If he doesn't have 100, there's no threat. You got blood heat right now. You think Soara might try to meme with last arc? Do it.
Oh my
there
God.
it is. You clown, get last arc. Why would you give him that? Alright, that didn't even do that much damage. Oh, that wasn't a real reversal. I think you could have blown that up. Alright, DP.
God, that might be the first last arc that I've actually seen in one of our Melty streams. Except, I guess Zapoke always goes for last arc, right?
Zapoke be out there. Yeah, so what Soara needs to do is watch the meter, right? If there's less than 100 meter, you don't have to worry about getting memed by that DP stuff. That DP nonsense is not a threat. So you notice Zapoke is spending... Right now, that's a punish. See, like, you can't just do it when you don't got 100, bro. Hold that 4.5k. What are you mashing on wake up for? What are you mashing on wake up? Wake up shield. No tech punish. That should have... Yeah. Zapoke should just swap. Just swap, bro.
Alright, back to character select.
Well, Spooky, you say you doing B side and last H Moon don't got last arc. H Moon don't even got last arc. What do you mean arc drive? Okay, so he swapped the H, which might work. Maybe he could press 5B to anti-air. He's getting memed right
simulator.
now. Yeah, you know, there's a problem with Wara, I think, because there's a thing with Faoko, right? When she does her fireball, most of the characters in the game can crouch it, but there's 2 or 3 that can't crouch it. Like Hime, I think Wara, and Nero. So that's actually a big problem.
Yeah, I guess it's like not being able to crouch the got tiger shot.
Right, imagine that. So like that's actually a big problem in neutral, which kind of forces you to go to the air, which is not necessarily good. Like, yeah, this is an air game, but the person on the ground generally has the frame advantage, right? Believe it or not. Wow, what a clash. Still cancels in 2-3-6C, get some pressure. Shield, but it was a shielding of a projectile, so it didn't get shield counter. You gotta manually input it against fireballs. Bro, what a... Chat going ham with memes. Probably spend some of this bar, man. Okay, can you finish that combo? No. Alright, throw KO. Throw KO. Pretty dangerous, but it worked. It's like, the thing is, if you air throw under while you're in H-Moon heat, it's okay because you still have the heat. If you spend the bar, you lose the heat, right? So having the heat to allow you to continue to be aggressive can be pretty good. So that was okay. Nice shield counter. Zapoke not aware. Yeah, you see like right there, I don't think that was a real setup. I feel like you should be able to get out of that.
Why would you get hit there? Do you have any idea what they're trying to do?
I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't know what H4 could do in that situation. This is looking like it's over. We got another character swap. You gotta try every moon of the character? Is that what's going on right now? We're gonna see Soara next. Don't pick a different character. Yeah, go Soara. Soara is actually like his... Soara is actually his best character.
Okay.
Yeah, people are saying in the chat maybe he was trying to do Soara Wake Up Heat, but he was playing H-Moon. Alright, here we go. So the blue fire here, it's good, right? But at the same time, like you're giving up all your meter, and now you're not even near 100. So I mean, it's a risk reward in the sense that if I can kill you, then it's worth my meter. But if I let them live and I don't have meter, it could be a problem. But you see Zapoke right now is blocking all these tiger shots. And Soara built up 130 meter already.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at that neutral skip. You see what Zapoke is doing incorrectly is he's air guarding the first fireball, but not double jumping after. Like you could double jump or super double jump and just get away from the follow-up of the rest of the EX fireballs. You know, like just get away from it, man. Use the movement that the game provides you. Oh, he's sticking with H-Moon. I guess that was kind of interesting meter dump from H-Wara. Wow, Tiger Shot trades with Wara's air normal. Terrible trade for Wara.
Oh, lovely for Alco.
Yeah, this is, it looks bad for Wara, man. Like not being able to crouch the Tiger Shot is insane. Like, that's just horrible.
Ooh, in the overhead. Oh, drops the combo though. This is a chance. Heat. We don't get the health back.
It's gonna arc drive, yeah. Yeah, when Wara is in heat, any moon of Wara, they can just arc drive anything you do. So you can't just throw projectile for free.
Suddenly looking pretty good.
Yep. So bringing it back. It was all that that big fireball error right there, just letting that arc drive work. Nice 2B, good anti-air. The HR is pretty unique. The HR has, you know, all the Waras have that 2B really, like, you know, C and H. But H also has 5B, which is like he throws out this magic wand. And it's just like a straight up, like, legit anti-air. Yeah, Zapoke committed seppuku there. These ground techs against Aoko are just uncalled for. Like, you know, why would you give... There's no reason to give the opponent the chance to beat you. In my opinion. Like, if you don't tech, they can't win. If you tech, they can win. So why would you give them that choice?
Right.
Like, you want your opponent to beat you. You don't want to lose to yourself.
Yep, and I think that's like a common thing in fighting games. Just like at the beginner levels, you know, you can get by just waiting for your opponent to make a mistake and punishing them for it. And you know, as you get at a higher and higher level, you know, that's supposed to just stop working, and you have to actually force them to make an error.
Right. So it's a thing where you get like you get positive reinforcement on things because your opponents aren't punishing them properly. I mean, you know, as you keep getting better and you start playing stronger opponents, you'll live and learn. And from watching this back, probably see like, hey, all right, all those ground techs I got punished, it wasn't worth it. All right, so our next match is it losers finals?
These are semis.
It's losers semis. Wow. So this probably could have been our grand finals, in my opinion. Skeleton and JJ, probably the two strongest players in the bracket, but both of them got bodied. So they're both in losers. JJ got knowledge checked by F-Wara. Skeleton lost to Whisk off stream. And now y'all gotta play in losers.
Speaking of knowledge checks, if Skeleton wants to, we could see more Mecha Arc.
I think he should go with Coma though. I think he should go with Coma, like, for real.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I wonder if JJ knows this matchup at all. Like, JJ is good, but he doesn't play that many players, right? So that's his weakness. His weakness is matchup knowledge. So, like, the people he does play are very strong, but there's only so many characters they play that, you know. So, right. I don't know if he knows his matchup. If you get hit by Coma, it can be hard to get out. Like, you're talking about a grappler.
All right.
Skeleton's saying in chat they played long sets. All right,
all synced up?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's do it.
On paper, this matchup should be unwinnable for Coma, but in reality, we're humans, right? So, as good as H Kohamek zoning is and neutral dominance, all Coma needs is one. You know, one hit, and then you're in the blender. You can never count out Skeleton, and you can never count out Coma, because he has a lot of health, can take the risk. Alright, Skeleton a little too early with that 2-2, got tagged. Batu into mech. JJ hesitated a little bit, pressed that jump back button a little late, got counter hit. Now you're in the corner. So Skeleton starts off usually pretty standard, right? Like, does it? Oh, I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That 2-2A anti-air. That's beautiful stuff. It's like
grappling mix-ups.
So like I was saying, like Skeleton usually starts off simple pressure. Like he wants you to respect his grounded pressure before he goes for the command throw. Like he establishes, he does command throw after he's like established pressure. Alright, so that's another thing there. That ender you can ground tech. Depending on the spacing though, you get punished. So if it's directly in the corner, I think you could just tech. Wow, there it is again. JJ's got to get away from him. Get away when you're trying to jump away. Don't air dash back at him. He's got those 2-2s ready. Maybe JJ could use air dodge or something to change his, delay his fall a little more. But those 2-2As is killer.
Yeah, and that approach you were talking about before, that's like, I think that's pretty standard for grapplers, because usually if you go for a command grab and they escape it, like, you lose a lot for that. Whereas if you go for a frame trap or something and they block it, you're still in.
Yeah, generally you want to play it smart. But you know how it would be, some grappler players just go ham.
Yeah.
Like Koji Cog will do whatever. Nice EX shield, but JJ was ready. Just immediate air throw. Seeing that round was just straight up Koha mech round. Just one hit into get pressured in the corner and die. Gotta be careful. Alright, JJ avoiding that 2-2 this time, but gets his landing pin. Nice abare, or mashing as they would say in other circles. Oh, JJ, no. JJ, no. You can jump that move on the flash. But the thing is, with C Coma has like 7. Oh, what? Interesting routing. What is he doing? Yo, I've never seen that before. I don't know if that was intentional. That looked like some crazy left-right mix-up. I don't know if it worked out the way he labbed it, but it was kind of cool looking. I've never seen that shit before.
Character select? Alright, hold on. Okay, we're going to the mountain.
Yeah, so maybe he wants to do more, have a little better mobility. Like, not that Koma's mobility and Nanya's is that different, but Nanya has like full screen teleport stuff. That was a beautiful 5B. Kohaku's 5B is a real anti-air. Alright, there we go. EX shield, Skeleton getting started, but that air throw under doesn't give him anything, and that aggressive approach got him jump bead. Alright, slide tags.
Oh my god.
Yep, DPing the air tech. He's like, where you going?
Nowhere.
And he's like, now you're in the blender. One more is gonna do it. He's in auto spark though, so he can afford to mash. Yup, and he does it. Skeleton burst because he was in max, and now auto spark. Alright, wow, delayed to A. But he drops the combo. You gotta be careful. Nanya doesn't have meter, but he has C-move mechanics and the DP.
That's a sick throw on the shield.
Oof, beautiful jump B again. That's why I was talking with JJ about this yesterday, because in the snail tournament, he was hesitating on his jump Bs. I told him, just put them out quick and early. Yep, even though I missed there, they didn't, they was still okay. Let's see what Skeleton got. This was his first main. That was a nice block on the overhead. People sleep on Nanya's overhead, because people don't use it that much, but it'd be hitting. Oh my god, spike ball.
Oh my god, the damage. That's 5k.
Dude, they're unblockable. That did 5k. And now he's gonna do that again too. Oh no, why not? Because he can command throw. I'm in auto spark, it don't matter. Goes for the overhead. That was a punish. That was actually a legitimate punish for Skeleton. Let's go. What's the mix-up? H Koha mech has no resources, no defense. Alright, but gets back to neutral. Just gotta be careful of the teleport. Yeah. So Skeleton was probably trying to read if he was gonna do a spike ball or something. JBJ didn't do anything, but still got bodied.
That actually worked.
I mean, it's because of EX shield. EX shield gives you crazy advantage. Oof. So he saw the
more the hit boxes.
Yeah, he's getting these EX shields. I wonder if Skeleton maybe should just DP. Another beautiful jump back B. I love it. I love seeing air-to-airs and anti-airs in this game that doesn't have any. Alright, avoids a spike ball, but jump B works. Keeps him in the corner. Tries to IED back in. Skeleton trying to get out of the corner. Got out. Kind of a scramble. JJ's okay. Auto spark in play. There's the teleport. Yep. So if you see Nania teleport, you can try to air throw it on reaction when he appears behind you. But it can be risky because if you whiff that air throw, you could just be dead. A lot of times I just like to run away. Alright, so JJ's in a good spot. Even though Skeleton has max, he has no red health. So
and healthy life lead.
Yeah, even if he heats right here.
Oof.
Yeah. And the wake up heat is a little too easily baited by Kohaku Mech because of Spike Ball existing. It's just insurance, man. That was it?
Yep, first to 2.
That was it? That was fast, man. Yo, Kohaku Mech is a problem. And JJ's not even at his final form. It's not even like he's not even like at second boss level, you know, not even the third trend, but the second trend. He's not even at the second transformation.
Yeah, just gotta accumulate all the matchup experience.
For sure. Like, it's like beat Skeleton, who's like pretty super solid player,
right?
But lost to that crazy Fuara. And I remember last week, he's like, ah man, I lost to C Whiteland. I was like, man, C Whiteland sucks, but it's like C Whiteland got mad gimmicks. So if you don't know how to fight those gimmicks, you're gonna lose.
All right, so we're actually going to get J3 back for losers finals.
Gotta run the gauntlet, huh? Because we did winners finals already. Yep.
The sacred order. Gotta do winners finals, then losers semis. Make sure that no one has to play immediately after losing, because that's BGs. But the winner,
beautiful games. Buenos game.
But yeah, the winner of that gets to play against Soara in grand finals.
Ah, so Daria gang. Shout outs to Young Chance.
Also, this is actually the run back, right? J3 and Zapoke. Yep.
Oh, bro. Did anyone? I hope you're talking to Jacob or someone to tell him how to beat that stuff.
This should be so good. Like,
I remember Busy in theory was telling me that if you block the DP, you can like do a delayed 2A, and if he cancels into EXDP, that you'll block it. But I don't know, bro.
This is like someone gives you homework, but it turns out the homework's due during a later class the same day.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of times when you get advice like that and then you're not ready, like you have to like, sometimes when people give you advice, you probably want to look at it in training mode to get a feel for it, right? But when they tell you like during a tournament, you don't have that time. You just have to like believe in it and hope that it works. That's why, man, I got so hyped for that Kurodyne thing. I was telling him, like, this is what Alps is going to do. This is what Jacob's going to do. And this is what you're going to do. And he did it. He did it, like, right there without practice. I was like, damn, I was proud of that kid. It reminded me of Shauna, man. Like, you know Shauna. Remember Shauna won Super TSB?
Yep, I was there.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. These C-Roa students, they're good students. They're good learners. It probably also helps that they're playing C-Roa.
Cannot lie about that character's tier placement. But I mean, like, just picking top tier isn't like a free win in this game.
It's definitely not a free win, man. You have to learn fundamentals. Like, that was the big thing that excited me about Kurodyne, is that in the last like 2 months leading up to that tournament, he went from being like a crazy aggressive player to like really doing a lot of the shit that I was talking about, even without me telling him. Like, he picked it up a lot from like the video and shit that I made. So I was pretty impressed. But yeah, people, y'all out there, I'm always willing to help people out, so try to find me.
find you and ask you to teach me H3OP.
Yo, I get those DMs still. I mean, I made a couple videos showing how to do some of her stuff. Like, I made one showing how to do the looping step play, all the weird Ryogi stuff, like the turning 2C thing, turning 3C, whatever. It's just so much weird tech, man. You know, that character, if you love training mode, that's a character you would like. But if you like winning, it's not a character you would like. But if you love training mode, you could play her for like 10 years and keep finding new things.
If I like guard breaking people.
If you like guard breaking people, don't play her. You're not guard breaking nobody with her, bro. Like, EX guard been out.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you get to like an intermediate level and it just stops working.
You'll only be able to blow up people if they're H Moon and they don't have 100 meter to bunker you. Then you could guard break them. So, like, it exists. It can happen. Alright, so I'm good, by the way.
Hit my mic? Yeah, I did. My bad. Usually I just have myself muted the whole time. I can, like, eat Cheetos or scratch my beard or... but, yep, I'm all synced up. So
I'm wondering, man. The story of this set is going to be, what advice has J3 gotten since he lost this matchup? Because I know he's in a voice chat somewhere talking with some nerds.
Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting to see.
If he's not in a voice chat, he might be in trouble. Because I know if he was talking to Jacob right now, Jacob could tell him how to win. But if he didn't talk to Jacob, could be scary. Yeah, should just keep it simple. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yep, just avoid it. And now block it. He's gonna appear on the other side. Yep, dashes forward and punishes it. Learning. So it was the first good thing was made the DP miss, and then the EX cancel was like, whatever, bro. I probably could have ground tech Wara's air throw. That was actually a good DP, because like his DP does work as air. It's not air unblockable though. You can air block it, but usually when you're in the air and Melty, you're pressing a button to try to lower your noise.
Getting opened up by the mix-ups though. Oh my god. Oh.
That was silly, but that's a punishment. Yeah, because auto spark is, you know, not punishable, and Wara's DP lasts forever. Damn, not blocking, just giving it the match away to JJ for free. Luckily, JJ dropped. Still mashing. Still mashing. Cadenza must be Zapoke's teacher. Because Cadenza's catchphrase is, I am always mashing.
To be fair, you know, we Skullgirls players gotta represent when we're playing other games.
Oh, y'all invented mashing, right? Because those mix-ups in that game are so hard to block. Like, why would you even bother trying to block?
That and the reward is for mashing is like hilarious. Because like, yeah, it's my turn now. Block 5 mix-ups.
So it's similar to this game, huh? Because if you mash and Melty, it's like, all right, I'm gonna take you from one side of the screen to the other and run my crazy mix-up.
Yep.
Alright, so JJ showing some adaptation. Was avoiding those DPs, the stuff that got him killed last time, pretty well. And Zapoke kind of just like not blocking at all. Just like, you know, what is the back button? I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's part of the setup actually. He whiffed the throw, but that was just a way to like catch him trying to shield. Now you're dead. You're absolutely getting speedrunned right now. Is this AGDQ? Are we on the right channel?
100% health.
Alright, let's go. We got some F Wara. You got auto spark. Yeah, this is actually a really bad spot for JJ.
But we can see the defense improving.
But big mistake there from Zapoke getting that 3C. Just probably didn't want that. Gets command thrown. Why does she have that? At least it doesn't do 5k.
Yeah, could be worse.
Good shield counter.
Side switch.
That's out of the corner. Yeah. Wasn't ready for it. JJ dropping. That could have been a kill combo, and instead he's gonna lose the round.
Yep, empty hop low.
You gotta finish your food. Spike ball, that's crazy. Yeah, you saw Mech Hisui get clapped by the fireball.
But also, yeah, this game does actually encourage mashing though. Like, you're getting hit by a combo and the game's like, what are you doing? Press buttons!
No, it doesn't.
It's right there on the screen. Press button.
The reduced mechanic is such a bad mechanic.
I actually hate having to, I hate games where you have to like actually press a button to attack instead of holding.
Yeah, hold to attack is such a great idea that's been implemented the last like decade.
I just want to not mash.
Yeah, that's not that fast of a reversal button. Yeah, this is download complete. The focus needs to really switch it up right now. You're not gonna meme me out in 2 sets, bro. Maybe that first time you'll meme me out, but I want to see you do it again.
I mean, this is the sort of thing where you could like just all of a sudden flip it by playing like low risk. Yeah, and you're going and baiting reversals and you just grab them.
It's true, man. Like, you can just play solid. You don't have to stick to that game plan. But that was a good round. Got an early hit and just ran FWARA mix.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having those wild player tendencies, is that if you have the fundamentals to back it up, you can get your opponent thinking about all this crazy stuff you're going to do, and then you just do simple things and it works.
This game is bad. Like, you see what's on my screen, right? Like, JJ whips 5B, and then Zapoke's right above him, so he tries to shield, but Zapoke mistimes his air button, and his air button whiffs. So he baited the shield and punished JJ.
No chip death in this game, right?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Wara has bad guts early in his life bar, but this combo is going to do significantly less damage. Like, his guts gets much stronger when he's at lower health. But yep, that's the spike ball reset that we saw him do in the previous set against, was it Whisk or Soara? I don't remember. Nice block. That was the different spike ball. One of the versions of the spike ball is actually air blockable. Alright, good match this time. Goes high. JJ definitely unfamiliar with this mix-up. Alright, gets out. Damn, Zapoke just mashing like crazy. Dude, the DP just hitting. JJ, you could have blocked that. This neutral is so silly. Wow.
But it's working.
That was silly. That was silly. Yeah, JJ gotta clean it up. Don't get meme. Yeah, I think JJ could stand to just chill a little bit and just do more Mech Hisui stuff too. Just let this dude go crazy. Like, have your fun.
Alright, got the bait.
Punishes. Yeah, right next to you this time. Easy punish. Command grab? Just goes overhead. Man, blocking on wake up is too much, huh? Wow, that was sick.
That's 2A starter, right? Does she get a lot more from a B starter?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, her 2A starter, she still gets almost 5,000 damage. So it's like irrelevant. Like, the scaling doesn't even matter.
And if you're not too sure about the punish, then, yeah.
Yeah, especially with that DP, because you don't... Yeah, you can use that, by the way. He's got the same reset as earlier. Zapoke not adapting. But yeah, like, you know how that DP, he just appears after a certain time? Like, you might as well just mash 2A to get a guaranteed punish, because who's going to know how to time that punish?
Right. And that's our losers finals. So that brings us right into grand finals. We're going to have J3 versus... Wait. Oh yeah, Soara. Wow, it's been so long since we were in winners.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I think JJ's still going to be favored here.
Yeah, I mean, Aoko is a very common character, right? So I would imagine that,
it depends who he's playing. Like, I don't know if he's playing against F Haokos like that.
hmm.
He has to know that he could duck the shot and then jump out and shield, though. Because you can't just let them steal neutral on you like that. And then can he, like... I mean, otherwise he should be okay. Like, you know, Kohaku Mech's neutral kind of destroys, like, Aoko's. It kind of does. Even if he just does a Mekhisui laser startup is so fast, he probably, like, stuff a lot of fireball attempts, too. And if you get any room to throw out a spike ball, it's over. He can still summon in the air as well, so I don't know. The Koha Mech is just kind of broken.
Alright, and before the grand finals, I do want to take another look at the match arena. Currently at $100 flat. Nice. Thank you to everyone that's contributed so far, especially Team Spooky with the $40. That Clint with 19. Max Wasserman, aka Curly W, 10.
Joe Vibin
with 10. And
out there vibing.
And Soara, I assume, with $1.10. Always amusing to see the players contributing to the tournaments that they're in. So
Soara trying to pay out to themselves.
Yeah, getting back at least like 30 cents of that. Nice to see all 3 tournaments that we ran this weekend hit 3 digits on Match Arena, which is pretty sick to see. And if you want to get in on some of this money by entering a free tournament, definitely check out our next event as well. Pre-register now. But yeah, use promo code LPOEMB15 if it's not used up yet, which I hope it is, to add 50 cents to the pot for free. Just take some time. Sign in with any of your accounts here. If you want to use BattleNet, you do you. But imagine
you already logged in.
I haven't logged into BattleNet in like over half a decade. But yeah, Twitch or Twitter, whatever.
And bro, don't slander Battle.net. We need those sponsors.
Nice ton of clubs with the $1.91.
Bro, when the FGC finally goes PC, we need Battle.net to sponsor us.
Finally. Well, we'll see how that
Whenever
goes.
Henry can get enough money to make Next Level a PC only venue.
That's not the biggest problem.
I don't know. It's also weird.
I mean, if I could run Melty offline on not PC, I would love to.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like PC is like the superior platform for fighting games.
It's where the money is, certainly.
Well, it's also the superior version of every game. Like say like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear. Every one of those games on PS4 have more input delay than they do on PC. So it's like technically the best version of every game.
That is true for a lot of games. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, ideally it would not be.
I don't know. I think if like we want sponsors, we have to figure out a way to like turn this into a PC thing. But it's like a catch-22 because you want PC sponsors, but you can't get them without PCs, and then PCs are mad money, so then you'll never get PC sponsors. And that's the other big blow up because like, bro, like I have a desktop, right? And my desktop is a killer desktop, but I am bringing that to locals. Like I'm just not.
Yep.
And so I think that's like a big blow up because it's like such a community driven thing. Like everyone like brings their console, right? Like everyone's like, here's my PS4 with my game. So people aren't going to be willing to bring
even if people were willing to bring their desktops, like making sure that the setups are standardized and that the input lag isn't different between them is a nightmare.
Right, that's why it would be better if like somehow the venue had all their own and they're all set up like pre-done or whatever.
Even that is
Anyway.
like not a complete solution, because then what if you go to like a different local? They have different,
That's true.
like a tournament
Or like
major.
on any event. Like, what's the standard? How can you have a standard? I don't know. I mean, they do it for other games somehow, so we could figure it out. But probably won't figure out anytime soon. But what we will be figuring out is, will JJ hit Soara with spike balls?
Yes. Gonna be finding out who's taking the majority of this Matcherino money. As soon as we finish syncing up.
Yeah, I'm good when you will be. So JJ is coming from loser. Soara from the winner's side. Quite a surprise, actually. I don't think anyone would have predicted that. So shout outs to Soara for getting to winner's side grand finals.
Only
We'll see if young...
only one or two sets stand between Datagram and eating dinner.
Incredible. And it's, you know, I'm happy that it's not that late either, because I gotta go to work in the morning.
Some nice 9:30 p.m. Melty.
Yeah, let's go. We got jump Bs to start. We got spike balls out there. We got more jump Bs out. Now we see some tiger shots. Full screen tiger shot. Tiger shot. But there's Mekhisui coming from the back. And JJ is in there. Nice movement, but gets air unblockables. Oof, JJ hesitated there. Maybe did a really late 5B and got blown up. Alright, no tech. Got a block. We're gonna see some blue fire. Bunker. That was a good option. Wow, Soara just DPing. I guess you could afford that DP with that health pool. But now you're gonna start to get looped. You're gonna hold 5k. Yeah, JJ's spacing that spike ball just in case Alco DPs. And there it is, DPing the stagger 2As. Let's see if JJ learns from that. We're seeing some DPs. It looks like JJ is a little hesitant now because those fireballs are hitting Mekahisui's summon.
No punish on the whiff.
Auto spark in play. It's immediate bunker again.
Ooh, that sucks. Still have to block anyway.
Yeah, but still didn't have to take the mix up. Wow, what a jump A. So JJ like air dash back into that. Probably should have escaped. Yeah, see like right there, JJ doesn't know, but you don't have to hold that. You know, since he doesn't know, he's just trying to play it safe, but that's something to take note of. Everyone at home watching, if you duck the tiger shot, you can jump out. Like you see right there how he kind of just jumped out. Like he didn't even necessarily do it on purpose, but now he knows that he can do that. So everyone at home, you can do that.
Even me?
Even you. Anyone can do it. All you gotta do is go to training mode, try it out. Set up Aoko to do 226A, 226C, and see how you can escape. Alright, JJ's got a big road ahead of him, but he can stop the clock if he gets to 200. Actually, that reset's gonna probably do it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Life lead. Life lead, wow. Soara was mashing throw? JJ was not gonna throw in that situation. Nice jump B, beautiful.
Yeah,
Spike
like,
ball clearing the orb.
Like
No
if you're
orb.
not being too committal there with your approaches, feeling it out. It's a big part of the game, because if you just, you know, jump and flail headfirst at somebody, they'll just destroy you.
Yeah, you know, or something random's gonna happen, and you don't want volatility. Yep, that's a wrap. Just flying into the spike ball. I like how Jacob fights this matchup with Miyako. He just bulldogs on the ground, like dash block. He plays it like it's under native birth. Well, a lot of people like flying around against spike ball, but why would you want to fly around when spike ball air unblockable? Nice mash on the redash. Let's see what we got for Oki.
I think J3 is kind of consistently losing in scrambles. Which, I mean, goes back to what you were saying about trying to, you know,
Reduce volatility.
Yep, reduce the volatility.
Probably gonna reset into another blue fire. Oh, but messing up the setup, it gets mashed by 2A. Kohaku 2A, the classic. No, that sucks because if that was C Moon can hold shield longer than F Moon. That just like ran out. Yep, and this is doing the far overhead. Probably JJ is probably afraid that Soara is gonna DP every time. So he's doing like
that's overhead. Oh no.
Doing Oki like spaced out. Yeah, that didn't give like that much advantage. But JJ looked like he was trying to test the waters. Be careful of that orb activation. Still in play. Look like he blocked that. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that I don't get that auto OTG thing into orb. I always tech that too, and I'm like, I'm not gonna respect that. Y'all aren't punishing. Yeah, thank God her DP doesn't do a hard knockdown. What were they thinking with Nanya and Royal? Like, ooh, what is that? Alright, jump B, spike balls. Protecting that corner position. Mecha arm. Makisui got shot. No spike ball for you. Ah, that falling shield. Like, I get the idea because you're like, oh man. Auto spark. Oh no, why would you tech? Everyone learning, like Soara won earlier because people were doing horrible techs, and now you lost because you did a horrible tech. It's not worth it.
Sometimes just stay on the ground, right?
It's not worth it. Never put your fate into your opponent's hands. Always keep it in your hand. Not blocking any of these overheads. That's the green GM. Just do overhead every time and it always works. JJ learning. For some reason, her overhead just always works. And it's not even a fast overhead or anything like that, so it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, might have something to do with the fact that it looks like she's hitting your feet.
That's true, it's probably a deceptive looking animation. Soara catching the landing with jump C. JJ in the corner, no meter, no bunker in play, just gotta hold that. Probably gonna see a blue fire soon. Oh no, slider into nothing. Soara probably wanted blue fired after the slider. Oof, command throw whiff. Right back in the corner.
It works this time, but no. I mean, can she get more off of that?
I mean, it looked like he went right into slider to try to go for like a half charge low. So I'm not sure you can get more after slider. That does like a down. This is a bad spot right now. Kohamek is in heat, can do anything without fear. That's plus. Yep, JJ just spacing, right? Because Soara has shown I will DP, right? So JJ was like, all right, after my plus frames, I'm plus, but I don't feel comfortable being next to you. I'm gonna space out from a distance and press charge 5D. Pretty smart stuff from JJ.
And that's a reset, right?
Yeah, I mean, you keeping score?
I think I am. And I think that was 3-0. The freeze just, I think, means that they're watching the intro. There's some grassroots homegrown netcode, so certainly rough edges.
Yeah, shoutouts to Dengeki as well. Rollback netcode coming soon.
Yeah,
Yo, 5.7.
We can race with Kamune to see who can get rollback working in the engine first. Well, it sounds like they already have it working. I haven't really heard much from French Code.
I don't know, the Japanese developers seem to be struggling with the GGPO code, but I think it was I think everything, like the instructions were all translated to Japanese in the last like 2 years. So, well, hopefully they can figure it out. Shoutouts to Yada Dev never figuring it out. Soara misinputting, and then mashing reduce on the ground gets reset by JJ dropping his combo by accident.
It's gonna hurt, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, you can shield, but you can throw the shield, so, you know, he just beat you for doing it. Why would you try it again? If it ain't broke, He's gonna keep doing it. We got some orbs set up, but JJ gonna mash 2A. And look at that side swap. People love that side swap confirmed. That's so cheap. Nice. It goes for a different setup this time. Maybe kind of safe jump.
So used to seeing that super from regular Kohaku. I'm expecting to see some Oki afterwards.
You saw that setup JJ ran just there. That was the setup he did the other set. But this time he went to like layer 7050 and like did all this weird stuff. He probably should have just did a basic left right. So like, Soara hasn't seen it before. Just see basic stuff before you're adding in air dodges and all this weird stuff. Yeah, you can't do it. This is the third time you got blown up for trying that. Fool me once, shame on me. And then you know what the rest is.
Yep.
Beautiful jump B. I love it. Over aggressive jump C will get slapped by booms.
Take a nice clean 4.8k.
Yeah, like the reward for Kohamek is absolutely insane. And you can't throw caution to the wind against this character. You'll pay for it too dearly.
JJ currently in complete control for this round.
Yeah, it doesn't really have to commit to anything right now. And the overhead be working. And that's a perfect. It's a GDQ hotfix. Melty Blood edition.
Last chance here for Soara.
Yeah, Soara gotta see a little more adaptation, really. Didn't really continue the pressure. We gave JJ a chance to take a turn and counter hit Spike Ball. You hate to see it. And now he's in auto spark. He probably leveraged a command throw or something right now, or just dump the meter. Go for the command throw. It's like absolutely zero risk to go for a command throw while you're in H Moon's feet. Yeah, good shield counter. Not a lot of damage, maybe fireball. Yeah, BC JJ like trying to get out of it. And that was a pretty good escape. Like even though he took the hit, he only took 580 damage. Like not a big deal.
Oh, I would get hit by that. Like
that's like number 12 of this set.
Overhead from that one.
I wonder if Soara now is less comfortable throwing out Fireball into 2PC. Because JJ has shown he'll jump out. Alright, what do we got? Spike? Just run up 5C. Spike Ball reset. People need to be ready for Spike Ball resets. The reset is not legitimate. Like, you don't necessarily have to, like, run up and throw her, but you can escape the Spike Ball reset if you see it. Like, jump back, like, double jump, get away.
Oh, this might be the last mix-up.
Yeah. So, right now, Soara needs heat, but if you block too long, you get command thrown, and then you die. And that's exactly what JJ was thinking.
That is it.
Damn, that was 6?
That was 6.
That was 6. Alright, shoutouts to J3, our champion tonight of Lunar Phase Online number 15, Melty Blood Action Again Card Code on Valentine's Day. So your Valentine this year is like $50 from Match Arena, bro.
Hell yeah. Thank you again to everyone that contributed to the crowd fund. Ended up at $102.91. Still time to get in your donations if you can. Make sure that promo code is used up. And because Monto will probably be paying the players immediately.
Yeah, Manta is really legit. So look how quick, like Manta like absolutely killed this tournament. We got like what, like 30 people, finished it in like 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And he pays out like ASAP.
Like clockwork.
And we got the best streamer.
It's so funny because like we hear from players like wow, who are just not used to getting paid like the same day. And definitely Monto will just like slap the money in your hand right after you walk away from the setup.
Yeah, it's like almost unreal. Like people are used to like, hey man, maybe they'll pay me in a week and a half.
Or like the or the unfortunate times where like, yeah, it's been like half a year. You hear those stories all the time.
That's actually crazy. But that's why I miss LP. LP was like the biggest blessing that New York has had in a long time, I think.
That's sweet of you to say.
I think it's such a big part of like reviving French bread games in our region. Like even like Under Night as well. Like it's a really like.
I mean, that's literally why our group started. We just wanted there to be a nice, consistent,
competitive.
Yeah, competitive.
What?
Alright, inside jokes, but yeah, we just wanted
guys, bro. I don't know how to play. I just have a copy of it. I sucked at that game even as a kid.
What's the thing? But yeah, we just wanted to have a consistent place for French bread in New York.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. So like we have all these like really like these are niche games, but we've made something out of them, and like a lot of people like really got into it. Like we have like so many strong players now in our region, and we're trying to spread it with these online events too, get other people from other areas to see what we got, and show new players too.
One thing I wonder is that once offline locals do start coming back, like how many groups will just still keep running the online events as well? Maybe it'll just be a permanent change in the fighting game community.
Yeah, who knows, man? Because like Webb is one of our local players too, and he's been really running a lot of Melty Blood tournaments, like generally like almost every week, and has been gaining like a pretty good following. So I think he would probably continue running online stuff even when we have locals, but maybe on a different day.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't want to run an online tournament on a Sunday after going to locals on a Saturday.
I feel like if we were gonna do it, we would do them on like different weekends.
Yeah, I miss the exhibitions we used to do. The ones with like we would do on like weekdays and stuff. Those were pretty cool. I think we should bring that back. Like those first like sevens or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yell at Shauna.
Yeah, it's just how it is. He's doing online internet school and he's playing Apex Legends all the time, so
yeah. And I think
changed.
And it's not that because like it's like a lot of it is really like for a lot of the stuff like 80% of it is just showing up. Like being consistent is hard.
Yeah.
And like on the flip side, just if all you do is just be consistent, that's actually like a lot. I mean, I've been running a Skullgirls event every Tuesday for like 6 years or something.
Jeez, that's incredible. You had to take a couple Tuesdays off though.
Yeah, like here and there. Like election day we took off. Stuff like
that's really impressive though.
Yeah.
You definitely did a lot for them.
But yeah, and it's just I love the community and wanting to give people a home for pressing buttons.
Yeah, it's always fun, man. I love doing all this stuff too. I like talking about the games, hanging out with the community, etc.
Alright, but before we wax poetic for too long, thank you everyone for watching. Definitely follow us on Twitter. Can I actually get this page to load? There we go. And also check out our merch if you want. We got some Under Night and Melty Blood and Damn Show designs there.
Well, I'm actually wearing the Wagner of Liberty shirt right now.
Nice. That's I love that shirt. Shoutouts to Cho, the artwork.
Wagner of Liberty will never get old. New York is Wagner land, even if all y'all retired.
Yokai can hold the torch. Alright, so And yeah, definitely if you're interested in getting in on the next event, that's going to be 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, for sure. Let's try to build it back.
Been on a
Get
little bit
more
of a break.
More. I want to see more new names and more old names.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, shout outs to all the viewers, everyone who contributed to the Matcherino,
Oh,
and everyone who's just chilling.
yes, and
The production team. Shout outs to Monta doing all the hard work behind the scenes. You're not hearing him now, but he's out there putting in work.
if he's paying people right now.
Yo, sir. Shout outs to Datagram for the crispy, beautiful streams. Y'all don't even know. Wait till offline comes back. I'll take a picture of his setup and all of his equipment.
Oh,
y'all have no idea.
You think my setup was nice before? It's gonna be even better.
Another level.
Yeah, I've been doing some work on the side.
You're gonna be okay carrying all that?
No, that's the thing. It's gonna be more compact.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, and one thing I definitely don't want to forget is thank you to everyone that subscribed during the stream. So let's see, who did I miss?
I know we had Spooky and Rashikal earlier.
I gotta go way back here. So we had today we had Stu Hoppin. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, Milky J, Russian Dimitri, Smoothie, Team Spooky. That's the Spooky. That guy, Rashikal, Quinnifir, Lawless, and yeah, and also thank you, Melty Sid, for the raid.
Yeah, shout outs to our friends overseas.
Yeah, well,
all right, it's been a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I gotta go eat dinner.
Yeah. All right. Peace, everybody.
Peace.